and welcome to day one of the October Virtual India Sourcing Show. We are celebrating Diwali today, and you see the lovely Margaret and Kevin dressed in Indian clothes. Margaret, you are looking so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And Kevin, that really suits you. We can't see the full dress, but I can see the top, and that's beautiful.
So, colours suit me, Megla, don't they?
Yes, they do. They really do. Awesome. So we've got such an amazing show today. So first of all, this month's VISS is brought to you by AVASK. And before we invite the folks from AVASK over, I want to mention that they have got this really good ebook that you should download. They're going to be talking about Brexit and how Amazon sellers need to prepare for Brexit and all of the new VAT regulations. But you've got to go and get this ebook. If you're watching this feed on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube, wherever you're watching, go look at the post description. There should be a link over there. And go get this free ebook that AVASK is giving to all of us. And that ebook will basically give you an overview of what are some of the changes that are, if you're considering to sell in Europe in the future, you need to get that. Okay, so what do we have on the show today, Marg and Kevin?
Oh, we've got lots. I think you go first, Kev.
We've got guys from Moorabadad that have got the biggest showroom Marg and me have ever seen.
Amazing.
And it's amazing, and they make so many different products, so beautiful products. And we're looking forward to, we've actually had a sneak peek of their showroom, but there's so many sort of little hidey holes, I think, that they've got so much stuff.
It could be a long show, people.
It could be a long
show.
But they've got some gorgeous things, and I'm sure that people will find a lot of interest in that one. And what else we got, Mark?
We've got shoe manufacturer, which is something different we haven't had before. They've got some great gear, so that'll be interesting for everyone to see.
But also like sports shoes too.
Yeah, a lot of interesting. Yeah, really nice. Really nice things. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we've got RSJ Inspections. So they are a very large Indian-owned company that does inspections and quality control. So I'm super excited to have them on board. We've introduced other QC companies in the group. We've got Kima and VTrust, but they are not Indian-owned as such. VTrust is Chinese, and Kima is also, I think, Hong Kong. So yeah, it's nice to have a local company that has more coverage, competitive rates, and that understands the local market a little bit better. So really excited about
technology.
that. I'm really looking forward to their presentation because I think when we sort of spoke to them, I think you spoke to them more than us, Megla. So, but from what we've sort of seen, that they're very IT orientated. So a lot of stuff is you can get sort of reports, videos. I think, people have sort of come to us and said, we can't find inspection companies in India. The best ones are in China. But I think these guys are going to sort of, make the difference for India for a lot of people and make them feel a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely.
In that area.
So, and then at the end of the show, I'll be giving a bit of a culture tutorial. I'll just tell people why Diwali is celebrated in India, how it's celebrated, and what is the significance of this festival. So just spend about 10 minutes on that. So let's see who's with us over here. Gail, can't wait to start buying in India and coming on the trip next year, fingers crossed. Whoa. Yes, absolutely, Gail. And in fact, tomorrow we have the organizers of Delhi Fair joining us. And they have a big announcement about next year.
Very good.
Yeah. That'll be good.
Femi here from UK. Hi, Femi. So, Femi, what you need to do is, looks like you're watching this from inside of our group. So you need to go to this URL, streamyard.com/Facebook, and give StreamYard access to your profile so that we can see your name when you post a comment. And great to see you all. Facebook user Margie is here.
Margie,
good. guys, join in the fun, join in the celebration. If you've got Indian clothes, if you want to dress up to celebrate with us, then go ahead and do that and send us a photo. Post your photos in the comments in this post, and we might invite you on the live stream.
It looks like Margie Hanover's there on the back of a truck.
Yes, looks like it. Okay, who else is here? Hey guys, it's been a while.
Whoa.
So Facebook user, we don't know who you are.
Tell us who you are.
Yemi from UK. James, good morning. Biju, good morning. So all the Lois, UK folks are saying
hello,
good. Lois, hello, how are you? Okay, awesome. So we've got a full house. So let's get our friends from AVASK on screen, and let's get the show started. So we've got with us Jacob and Pierce. Hello, Jacob, Pierce, how are you?
Good morning. Good.
Yeah, hello, guys. How are you?
Yeah, nice to see you all, and thank you very much for inviting us on. It's great to be part of such a great event, and thank you for having us. Although we won't be offering any sort of firework display, we will hopefully be kicking today's event off with a bang. So yeah, we're going to be providing some really vital information for your business, and also a special offer of 50% off VAT registrations in pan-European countries when you download our Brexit ebook, which Magla has already mentioned. So in terms of introduction, my name's Piers. I'm an English-speaking business development officer at AVASK. So my primary responsibility is to assist businesses with their expansion plans by offering support, advice and recommendations when it comes to their tax requirements in new marketplaces. So our main goal is really to ensure that clients are operating in a compliant, non-fraudulent manner. And we offer services in the EU, UK, UAE, Australia and the US, just to name a few.
Yeah, and my name's Jacob. Again, I'm an English-speaking business development officer at VASK. And yeah, as Piers has said, our main focus is to help e-commerce sellers expand really across the globe. And can I say, you all look fantastic today. You all dressed really nicely. We weren't able to step up.
Thank you, Jacob.
We're the serious accountant style, but yeah, you all look fantastic.
Yeah, me and Jacob have already said we're very jealous of the attire.
But you guys look like accountants. That's the main thing.
That's trustworthy image, isn't it?
Excellent.
Okay, so Jacob, Pierce, you guys are going to tell us about Brexit, and then if people have any questions, guys, post your questions in the comments, and then we'll ask Jacob and Pierce to answer your questions. So I'm going to share my screen, and Jacob, Pierce, over to you. So just let me know when you want me to change the slide, and I will do that.
Magla. Could we just flip to slide 3 if possible? It's just we've done the introductions. And just before, I was going to talk about expanding into Europe, but before we dive into the EU, I wanted to start off with just some quite hard-hitting facts about 2021. So I know there's not been too much to shout about in terms of this year, but putting the negatives aside, it has been an incredible year for e-commerce. So e-commerce worldwide is currently sat at £3.5 trillion in revenue, representing huge growth in this industry. And also found that during some recent research, in June 2020, online retail stores hit 22 billion visits in 1 month alone. That shows a monumental increase on January's figures, which were just 16 billion. So it's evident to see that consumer choice has really shifted throughout the year. You've also got things like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and also Christmas coming up. So it doesn't look like it's going to slow down anytime soon. So despite upcoming changes, there is still lots of opportunity out there for sellers to take advantage of. In terms of Europe, you only have to look at some of the key statistics when it comes to demographics and geographics to really understand the potential this region has. By expanding into Europe, straight away, you're going to benefit from having your products closer to 440 million potential customers, who in 2019 spent a whopping 620 billion on online marketplaces. So there's no secret that there is a direct correlation between the number of eyes and bodies you get your products in front of and the amount of revenue that you can generate. So really at AVASK, we recommend that retailers work with multiple marketplaces. That way you're spreading your risk, you're getting that diversification, and you're also increasing the number of marketplaces that your products are on. So in terms of European VAT, I'm going to pass it over to Jacob now, who's going to give a sort of high-level summary of what that VAT system looks like in the EU. So could we just go to the next slide?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much, Piers, and some real great facts there. So yeah, I mean, just wanted to give a bit of an overview of how European VAT works, just to make sure everyone has a clear idea. I'm sure some of you might already know, but some might not. So yeah, in Europe, we have value-added tax. So value-added tax is added onto your selling price. So for example, if you're selling via your own website, if you're selling via eBay, via Amazon, you need to make sure you've included VAT in your selling cost, which is kind of the opposite to how it works in the US. So especially for US sellers, when you're coming over to Europe, you make sure you include that in the price. So as an example, in the UK, the VAT rate is 20%. So if you were considering selling your products for £10 and you hadn't considered the VAT, you would add 20%, and then it would be £12 total that you'd be listing your products on. And out of that £12 sale, £2 would be the VAT amount. Now, the way you trigger a liability in Europe is either by, one, having your inventory stored in a country. So whichever country you have your inventory stored, you should be registered for VAT. Another way you could potentially trigger a liability is by potentially selling a certain amount into a country via like a cross-border sale from another EU country. So now I'm just going to pass back over to my colleague Piers, and if we could switch to the next slide, just to give a bit of an overview on Brexit. Over to you, Piers.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jacob. As mentioned before, whilst we are able to offer consultancy services in a vast range of topics, today, as you know, we're going to be focused on what a lot of people refer to as the B word. So yeah, Brexit is looming with only 2 months to go now until the UK formally separates from the European Union and becomes its own separate entity. So there still remains a lot of uncertainty and also a lot of unanswered questions. So what the next couple of slides is really going to cover are a few of the main changes that businesses need to look out for, and also followed up by some key dates. So in very simple terms, Brexit is the withdrawal of the United Kingdom from the European Union, and that took place on the 31st of January 2020. We are now in what's called the transition period. So in terms of what we're going through at the moment, this is an 11-month phase, which started immediately after Brexit Day. So the diagram shows sort of a roadmap of what those 11 months have looked like. And as you can see, the deadline is fast approaching to reach any sort of trade agreement between the UK and the EU. So a lot of sellers out there will be wondering what happens if there isn't any trade agreement by the 31st of December. So I'm going to flip back to Jacob now, who's just going to cover a few of the key changes that are going to be implemented from the 1st of January. So if we could just advance to the next slide, please.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Piers, and some good overview there. And just while I'm here, I'm just going to say, if anyone has any questions about this, feel free to put them in the chat. We're more than happy to answer any questions and get around to them at the end, because we know this is a lot of information. We know it might not sink in straight away, but we're happy to answer any questions you might have. So essentially, because of Brexit, the UK is going to be leaving the European Union and the single market. Now, because we were in what's called free flow of moving goods, it made it very, very easy for e-commerce sellers to sell cross-border between the UK and the rest of the European Union countries. But what's happening now is we're essentially creating a customs border between the UK and the EU. So selling from the UK into these countries is no longer as easy, and there's going to be import VAT and duties that will need to be paid. And the UK is now going to be considered a third country in relation to the EU. So there's going to be new regulations in terms of getting your products across the border for people who are transferring stock from the UK to the EU. At the moment, that's a really easy process because there is no border. You're not importing and you're not exporting. But after Brexit, you'll be exporting from the UK, importing into the EU, or vice versa, which obviously comes with a lot more costs because you need to make sure you're on top of regulations, a lot more paperwork. So this is where we can help you. Now, this is a major change really for e-commerce sellers. There's also some even other significant changes coming into play 1st of January, especially for the likes of Amazon, eBay sellers. So post 31st of December, if you're selling via an online marketplace, the online marketplace is now going to be deemed as the final supplier. So they would be the one responsible for collecting and remitting the VAT. Now, where I was mentioning earlier, you need to include VAT in your overall selling price when you're listing your products. Still the same situation. You're still going to have to do that. But the key difference here is that, for example, in what I was saying earlier, where you had a £12 sale and £2 was getting submitted to the government, that would be your responsibility to collect that and pay it. But now, after Brexit, it is going to be, and this is in the UK only, it is going to be the likes of Amazon, eBay, the ones that are going to deduct that amount from you and remit it to HMRC, the tax authority here. This doesn't mean you don't have to be registered for that. You still need to be registered. You still need to report the amount of sales, but you're essentially just not paying the VAT on those sales. Now, there's some key dates and some key changes for especially Amazon sellers that are coming up in the next couple of months. So if we could go on to the next slide, and I'm going to pass you back over to my colleague Piers to go through these.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jacob. And yeah, some great facts there. So yeah, focused, obviously Amazon is the world's largest online marketplace. So naturally, there's going to be many sellers who use the platform. From the 1st of January 2021, there will be several changes in the way that Amazon operates across the new UK-EU border. So firstly, any pan-European transfers between the UK and EU will stop. However, pan-EU FBA will continue to proactively transfer inventory across the European region. So they're still going to support sales in all EU countries. Also, EFN orders, European Fulfillment Network, will not be fulfilled cross-border either. So in order to protect your UK and EU sales, it is imperative that you're now thinking about splitting your inventory. So sending half to the UK fulfillment centre for UK consumers and the other half to EU fulfillment centre so that Amazon can continue with their distribution channel. That way you're going to have sufficient stock both sides of the new border and you can still benefit from the pan-European fulfillment benefits. In terms of a few key dates to look out for, I'd say the first one is going to be Saturday, the 14th of November. So that's when inventory removal orders from cross-border inventory will stop. The next is Friday, the 18th of December, which is when pan-European FBA inventory transfers will stop. And the last is Monday, the 21st of December, which is when cross-border fulfillment via European Fulfillment Network and pan-European FBA will start winding down and will stop on the 28th of December. So lots to look out for. And again, I would encourage anyone who has any questions about these key dates and how they can prepare to get in touch with us, either send a question through the chat or reach out to us afterwards. And we're more than happy to help with those questions. And sort of, yeah, I guess, could we go straight into the next slide, Megla, if that's all right? Just in terms of sort of things to action and how clients should be preparing, I'd say that the main takeaway from today is really to stay vigilant and to try to plan ahead. Everyone's objective should be to try and stay ahead of the curve as much as possible to minimize the operational disruption of the business. So yes, there's lots of things to look out for, which is why it's really important to work with a specialist in this area. So here at AVASK, we're very knowledgeable on the proposed changes and we can assist with a really wide range of queries, whether it's tax related, shipping, customs or inventory. There's a really holistic service for sellers to take advantage of. So I urge anyone to get in touch should they have any questions. And just going back to Jacob now for the last slide, please, who's just going to cover a bit more about AVASK and other areas that we can assist with too.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you very much, Piers. So yeah, here at AVASK, we assist e-commerce sellers. That's both with their accounting and bookkeeping, say if you're a UK business or if you're looking to set up a UK business. We can also assist with accounting and bookkeeping for like US businesses as well as incorporation. So if any of you are ever interested in potentially setting up a company, both the UK and the US, that's something we can assist with. We also help sellers expand to multiple markets. So obviously we've been talking about Europe a lot and the changes that are coming up, but we also assist with the UAE, Mexico, Saudi Arabia, Australia, Japan. So, I mean, we have a wide range of services, so we can help people start the journey. A lot of sellers would come to us, they'll start selling in Europe. They might have a 2 or 3 year plan and they want to then be selling in multiple marketplaces, and we can help them all along that process. We know that, yeah, VAT and tax is not particularly what people want to talk about all the time. But we are consultants as well, so we're going to help you really plan your business and help you expand to other marketplaces. We also can do trademarks and patents, and just general business advisory. And we can also deal with tax investigations. So we know a lot of e-commerce sellers kind of navigating the rules. They might have made mistakes in the past. They need to kind of battle those mistakes. We can just liaise with tax authorities. We can help you in those situations. So it's really, really, really vital. Now, I would really urge everyone to download our Brexit ebook. Make sure you've read it fully, because obviously we've gone through this information and it's a lot to take in, but reading and having the material is really going to help you moving forward. Thank you very much for everyone for listening. I know we've had a couple of questions come in the chat, so we're more than happy to answer them, and anyone else, feel free to pop any questions you might have.
Right.
Take a question on.
Go ahead.
From Yemisi.
Yeah, let's take a couple of questions here. So Yemisi is asking, in relation to VAT, is it not the case that you only begin to pay VAT until your threshold reaches a specific amount? In which case, if you're adding VAT on your products, do you still have to pay VAT even if you're not within that threshold?
I can take this, so that's fine. So if you're selling as a foreign entity in Europe, so like, for example, you have a US business, you have an Australian business, or your business is kind of outside of the EU, then wherever you store goods, you have to register for that straight away and collect VAT on all sales. We have what's called distance selling thresholds in Europe. So, for example, if you're storing your goods in, say, France, you're selling to, say, Italy, there's a distance selling threshold, which is €35,000, but that isn't a VAT-free amount. That's only a kind of an amount where the VAT liability changes from the country of departure, being France in this case, to the country of arrival, then being Italy. So there's no VAT-free amount. If you're a local entity, so like in the UK, if you're a UK business, you do have a VAT threshold of £85,000 before you have to register, but that is only for UK businesses and UK residents. And there's similar processes in line for the likes of like France, Germany, Italy. They all have similar rules and regulations. You wouldn't be able to just set up a company in these countries and then benefit from that threshold if you're not a resident there. So I hope that answers your question. If it doesn't, or if there's any further kind of queries you have from that, please just let me know.
Right. So guys, if you have any more questions for AVASK, post them in the comments now. So Jackie, the screen looks okay here. Could you maybe just refresh your browser? Yeah. That sometimes help. Yeah. Hi, Petty. How are you? So, Jacob Pierce, I mean, how easy is it for somebody who's outside of Europe to set up a company there and start selling there?
Yeah, I'd say so. From simplicity, from a simplicity stance, a lot of foreign entities who trade within European marketplaces will actually use their existing entity in order to actually make sales from. And the reason for that is because it can be quite an arduous process to set up an entity within Europe if you're not from there yourself. So It's really easy for companies to trade on online marketplaces such as Amazon just through being VAT registered in the respective countries where there's a requirement, and then completing the ongoing filings, which are done on various different periods. So, for example, in the UK, it's done quarterly, whereas in France and Germany, for example, it's done monthly. Also, if you were to set up a UK company, for example, say this is a US client we're talking about, you then have to think about additional taxes such as corporation tax that you have to pay as having a UK entity in the UK. So in some cases, there can actually be additional requirements when it comes to paying tax, which means the profit margins can actually be slashed further.
Right.
So, guys, if a seller moves forward with AVASK, what does the client journey look like?
Yeah, do you want to take that, Jacob?
Yeah, I can take that. So at AVASK, we have a very kind of dedicated team. So as I said, me and Piers, we work as part of the business development team. So this is going to be the first point of contact with AVASK. But you would have like your own dedicated advisor through each step of the journey. So obviously, when you're setting up, there's going to be certain VAT registrations in place that you're going to need to complete. You would, as a client of AVASK, have your own dedicated administrator who would be there at any point to answer any questions you have. We have a system where you can always put in 30 minutes of their time. If you have any questions, you want to talk over the phone, once you're moving forward, you're set up for VAT in the relevant countries, or tax, or whatever it might be, wherever relevant to the countries what you're looking to go for, then you would have your own dedicated tax advisor who would be the one doing your calculations, your submissions. They'll be the ones there to always be in contact with you if you have any questions. And then it's free consultation. So if you're an AVASK client, you can call us as much as you want. You can book into as many calls as you want. Even if you're not using, like me and Piers, for example, we're always happy to take calls, consult people and expand into new marketplaces, talk about what marketplaces and platforms are best to sell on. So that's really kind of what we're focused on at AVASK. We really try to keep it interactive because, as I said, we know tax VAT is boring, but we want people to come to us if they have questions just generally about e-commerce, expanding their business. So yeah, that's kind of how we work.
I'd say that one of the best bits of feedback we normally receive is that each client benefits from a highly personal and highly bespoke service, which does genuinely vary from every company that we work with. So that's a real key differentiator between us and other providers in the market, I'd say.
Fantastic. Yeah, right. Sounds good, guys.
Yeah. So Yemisi is saying, I'm selling in the US market at present, and I did declare that I'm VAT registered when setting up my seller account.
Excellent.
Okay. Do you want to take this?
Do you want to go? Yeah. Go.
No, that's fine. So US market compared to the European market is a lot more, well, it is complex because the US, it's one country, but realistically, their tax rules, their tax legislations are a lot different to Europe. Like in the UK, you have HMRC. HMRC collects the VAT, they collect the tax, whereas in the US, you have over 10,000 taxing jurisdictions. They collect it on a state level, not a federal level. And then even if you look into those particular states, you have provinces, towns that have their own tax laws. So the US is, I would say, a lot more complicated. And it's, they have sales tax. So it doesn't matter if you're VAT registered in Europe for sales tax in the US. It's kind of a separate market in its own. And I won't get into it in too much detail because it does really have to kind of dig into the details. But you can see mine and Piers' email address there. So please feel free to reach out to us directly. We can set up a call, look at your individual situation and kind of see what tax requirements you're going to need to adhere to and kind of where you are with your selling journey at the moment.
Right. So Gail is saying, could you just go through the threshold in the UK? Thought it was 80,000 before VAT.
Yeah. If you're a UK registered company, you do have a threshold, which is £85,000 before you're obliged to register for VAT. So there's a threshold in place for UK businesses. In terms of the distance selling threshold for foreign companies selling into into UK consumers, I believe the distance selling threshold in place is 75,000. Is that right, Jay?
Yes, it's 70,000. 70,000. Just to touch on that as well. I know, and Gail, thank you very much for the question. As we stated, UK companies, they get the £85,000 threshold before having to collect VAT on sales. However, you have to be a UK resident, so you have to be able to prove you're a UK resident. As well, when it comes to selling on online marketplaces, the likes of Amazon, eBay, etc., there's and I've seen it happen multiple times before where you're not actually above that threshold. Like I've spoken to people who are only at 50,000, so they haven't had to register. But marketplaces have asked for them to have a VAT number, and they've had to upload it. And the only way you can get around that is by registering. So some people have lost a bit in terms of the amount they can get before they have it VAT free. So obviously it's unfortunate, but sometimes if the marketplace requests it, there's not much you can
do. Yeah. I think it sounds very, very complicated, and I think anyone who's looking at or is already selling in the EU probably needs your help. I mean, I'd be petrified if I was trying to manage all that myself now because it's just it's mind blowing what the
So how should sellers from abroad view the opportunity of expanding into those new marketplaces?
Yeah, sure. I guess when it comes to expansion, people should feel stimulated by that, and that there should be really a feeling of elation because expansion is associated with growth. businesses are clearly doing well if they're looking to expand into new marketplaces. So first and foremost, I'd say that it's great that people are thinking about doing this. I'd say that the most important thing when you're looking to expand is to make sure that you've done your research into the marketplace. Once you're ready to expand, that's where we can help, because you've got that elephant in the room, VAT. So the taxation element is perhaps one of the most complicated elements of running an e-commerce business, as each and every country has their own set of laws, rates, regulations, and requirements from sellers. So our international VAT and compliance services, that's where we can really help. So once clients have done their research, or even if they want help with the research and they'd like to speak to us about the opportunities and threats in the marketplaces, that's something we can also help with. Then get in touch and we can put together a comprehensive plan to ensure that when they're ready to make that jump, they're going to be set up to trade compliantly.
Yeah, and if I could just add here as well, I mean, when you're going to be selling in Europe, when you're coming over to sell in Europe, it is vital that you be on top of the compliance from the start. We've had multiple sellers from past experience who haven't really known how VAT works. They've got themselves in real trouble because they've been selling for 2 or 3 years. They haven't declared VAT because they didn't realise they had to. And obviously that can ruin a business, because if you suddenly have to pay 20% of your sales for the past 3 years, which you didn't expect, you didn't take into consideration in terms of cash flow, that can ruin a business. So making sure you're on top of it from the start is vital. As well, tax authorities are locking down on e-commerce businesses. Since e-commerce has been around, tax authorities haven't really known how to deal with it and how to regulate it. There's been billions and billions of pounds worth of unpaid VAT over the past however many years that e-commerce has been going on. So they are really locking down. They're putting legislations in place. They're getting a lot more stringent on kind of regulating it and making sure people are paying their VAT. So being on top of it from the start is going to get you ahead of the game, and it's really going to help you with your business in future.
Yeah, that's a great point, Jacob. Definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
So Yemisi is asking about... Yeah, Yemisi is saying, I presume your charges on a case-by-case basis, but do you have standard fees for specific activities, getting trademarks and so on? I'm asking because I have an accountant who currently does my VAT and corporation tax returns at present, but I would need a more e-commerce specialist accountant for FBA-related activities.
Yeah, I'd say the best thing to do is to get in touch with us. So very happy to set up a call, or we can communicate via email. Analyze the business, and then we can put together a quote for it's done on a case-by-case basis when it comes to the accountancy side of the business, whereas on the VAT side we do have a standard set of charges.
Okay. Gail is asking, where are you based?
We're based in the UK, so we are in sunny Southampton, so down the south coast. This is our headquarters, but we are actually based across the globe. So we have offices, across the globe, in the likes of Australia, France, Germany, the UAE, the US. So, headquarters, and who you'd be speaking to, it's one of us lovely gentlemen. But we're across the globe.
So Gail is saying, thank you both. Great presentation. We'll be in touch when over my limit and next move to sell Japan. Please update your photos.
Exciting times. What's wrong with the photos?
What's wrong with the photos? Yeah.
I have to pick marketing up on that one.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jacob and Piers, for your time today. And thank you to AVASK for supporting Virtual India Sourcing Show in October. And we look forward to seeing you around and, of course, helping a lot of people in our community. You guys are in our Facebook group as well. Yeah. So if anybody has any questions related to Brexit, VAT, which I'm sure there'll be lots of questions in the coming months, we will be tagging you in the Facebook group. And guys watching, definitely get the ebook that they have. So if you're watching on Facebook or LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever you're watching, there should be a link to download the ebook in the post description. Go click on that link right now. Get that book. That is super, super important, just so that you have some reference of what's going on and what are the changes that you can expect.
Yeah. Fantastic, guys! Great presentation. I mean, we could sit here all day talking about this, couldn't we? Really.
We'll probably invite you for another webinar and do maybe a more in-depth webinar on Brexit and the changes closer to the date. Yeah.
Yeah. As it happens. Yeah. As Big Ben goes ding, we'll sort of do a special.
And we're live.
Fantastic, guys.
So, thank you for having us. It's been great, and wish you guys a good rest of the event as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Piers, Jacob. Take care. Bye.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. So that was...
What a lot of information there, isn't it?
I know, that is a lot of information. It's so complicated.
I think so. I think when you look at those marketplaces, I think with having sort of professional help, I think a lot of people are going to struggle with just understanding just the complexities of, I mean, the EU marketplace. I remember when I lived in Europe years ago, it was so complex even then in some regards to, it was always, there's like 6 different answers to one answer, because of cross-border trading and all that sort of stuff. So, those guys have got a job and a half, I think.
And I think too, the cost of getting it wrong could make, their fees are going to be nothing, because if you don't get this right and you get the fines and, you get your Amazon account closed because you haven't met their risk, regulations, I think it's enormous. So I think no matter how much their fees are, I think it'll pay for itself in the long run.
But I think even in Europe, though, there's other regulations in regards to the whole of Europe. I think what they call C of E. So whereas the US have one set of regulations, Europe have another set of regulations. And so if you're not on top of all those things and just go willy-nilly and put products in there, you're gonna get caught out big time, aren't you?
Yeah, and it's going to get more complicated, right?
Yeah,
so now they're going to be even more.
And isn't it fantastic that they do sort of trademarks for a lot of different places around? Not just,
Exactly. I didn't know that they were operating. I didn't know that they were operating in other countries as well. I thought they were very focused in Europe. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. That's a bonus for some people. Yeah, absolutely.
So Yemisi is saying, thanks Megla, Mark, Kevin for this. This was an awesome session. First time attending these live sessions, and it's a great experience. Well, Yemisi, stay on. We are just getting started. We are going to take you. We are now going to take you on a tour of a showroom that is so huge. You're going to get lost in there. Ali, are you ready? You're coming on now. Ali and Wasim, hello.
Hey guys, how are you?
How are you?
Good to see you.
I'm good.
Good to see you. Great. Yeah. Sorry, Kevin. Go ahead.
Thank you for coming on. And it's been a good couple of weeks coming back and forth with you guys.
Margaret just look like I'm sorry.
Sorry. You want to speak to Margaret?
No.
He's saying Margaret is looking like a queen.
Thank you.
Oh, isn't that nice? You're a good man, was it? Yeah. Well,
Thank you.
guys, thanks for joining us, and it's a pleasure to have you on the show with us. And it's been a pleasure going back and forth, because we've spoken a couple of times with you guys over the last couple of weeks, and it's been a pleasure walking around your showroom. You've got so many great products in your showroom, and I don't think we're ever going to see them all because there's too many. So look, come on, just start. Give us a bit of a background on your company. Tell us a little bit about the backstory of your company and where you are, and the floor is yours. Go for it.
Yeah.
So, I'm showing your presentation now, Ali, and you can start talking, and just let me know when you want me to change the slide. So let's quickly go through the company profile, and then we'll also show some of your products, and then we'll take a tour of your showroom. So let's get started.
Okay, so we are Curio Craft. Here we are in manufacturing of handcraft products before 50 years. It's our grandfather's business. So we are dealing with many brands like Walmart's and Costco, and we are working in 1 million square meter area, and we are dealing in garden. We are specialized of garden, like garden planters, garden gates, arbors, and all. But we are dealing in everything. We are doing everything in our showroom, like handcrafted. as aluminium, brass, iron, glass. We are doing all. Please change the slide. Yes. Yes. We are having a all process in house in our factory. We are having a all one roof process. That's why our prices are reasonable and our quality is super duper high. Please change the slide.
We are certified auditor.
These are our major customers. We are our 70% business is from US, and 20% is from Europe, and 10% is from another countries. This is our audit report. We are audited certified company. If you require any audit or any certified from us, so we will conduct it for you.
For this one, band 10.
These are some of our products.
Just overview.
And those products are metal and glass, guys, yeah? There's metal and glass in those products? Yep.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Are they knockdown products, or are they just...
Previous one were knockdown as well. And
Okay.
These are the knockdown.
Gates and the trailers, all
Yeah.
knockdown.
Oh, right. Wow.
Stack also knockdown.
Yeah.
So is that glass over there in this?
Yeah.
This over here. This is glass, is it?
Yeah, these are the glass.
They're
And if they're knocked down, what sort of... how do they knock down? What size would they knock down to?
We just make it just a half in between of this. We're having a physical sample in our showroom, so we will show you it later. Or just
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Truck's cute. I love the truck.
Yeah, a lot of
Is that-
galvanized. Yeah.
Have you seen the truck? This is the most selling product currently.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
this is the cake stand.
Oh, it's a cake stand.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
really?
a truck.
Oh, so it was a
Oh,
kid's
right.
toy.
I thought it was a toy. Yeah.
So did I, yeah.
Oh,
Here comes your
wow.
cake.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be really novel, though, for a guy. It's something a bit different than, a crystal cake plate. That's lovely.
Yeah. Aditya would love that for his birthday. His cake arriving on a truck.
These are the wall arts. These are the some essential furniture, and some of them are garden furniture.
Yeah, and is the garden furniture knocked down as well, guys?
Yeah, it is knocked down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gee.
This is the
That's
entrance.
your factory?
Yes, entrance of our factory.
Yeah.
Beautiful
very
and clean
nice.
and neat. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
very nice. Yeah.
This is the garden
Thank you very much.
and the office area.
Wow.
Very
your
nice.
garden furniture.
Oh, look at that. That's
In the
nice.
garden.
Yeah. And
So how many employees? Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, Megla. I was just going to say, so if anyone wanted to visit your factory, if they when they're allowed to travel, you wouldn't have a problem people coming to see your showroom and factory?
No problem.
No problem.
No problem, yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah, sorry, Megla.
Yeah, I was just asking. So you're one of the bigger companies in Moradabad, right?
Right.
And how many employees do you have in-house?
Currently, we have 300 employees now.
Okay. And then you also outsource to other, like you subcontract to other people
Yeah.
outside artisans. So what is this conveyor setup? What is conveyor setup?
This is a conveyor setup of powder coat plant.
Oh, okay.
So what's the benefit of this?
There's the production is coming more higher than the manual plant. And
Okay, the quality is higher.
It's also improved through the automatic plant.
The powder coating is like the sort of paint process, Megla? And then
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah,
machine.
it's
That's
a
sort of,
process, paint process.
yeah,
Okay.
awesome.
So instead of somebody holding it and powder coating it manually, it's done on the conveyor belt, right?
But in conveyor, instead of holding the products, we just hanging our products on the chain, on the conveyor chain, and then it is automatically going to the powder booth into the oven, and it came
Oh, right. So it does the whole thing
according to time.
Yeah, because it has to go into an oven, a bake oven.
This is our casting center, and this is the APL plant, electroplating plant.
So you do casting in-house in your factory?
Yes, we are doing. Yes, we're doing casting now.
Because many factories in Moradabad don't do casting in themselves, right?
But we are having an outer area, some outer area. Just it is just a land which we have next to our factory, but it is joined our boundary.
Okay.
This is a different area where we just close them.
So that's the powder coating plant.
This is a manual plant.
Okay.
These are the press machines. This is the packing hall. The product is Jardin support. This is our warehouse. Container loading area.
So you want to talk about this?
Yeah, our strand opportunity that the main opportunity is this: we are having all things and all process in house and under one roof, and this is our strength only. This is our strength.
Okay. Well, let's take a few questions. So Yamesi is asking, do you have Amazon FBA customers, and are you aware of Amazon packing requirements?
Yes, we have Achla Designs. He's selling on Amazon, and we have one two customer who's selling on Amazon. So we just pack according to them. They're asking for the polywrap is closed from everywhere to the seal. So we're doing according to it.
Okay, and then would you be willing to do products to specifications? Example, same product that you have here, but maybe a smaller dimension.
Yes.
So that should not be a
we
problem.
can.
Okay, so this is machinery.
Machine.
That's all the machinery, yeah.
Okay, so let me open
Fantastic,
up
yeah.
a couple of product presentations that they sent us, and then we'll go to their factory, go to their floor. I mean the showroom.
Yeah, the showroom.
You're most welcome, please. First, these are the 3-tier stands, and these all are knocked down. It's depending on our buyer that if he wanted them knocked down or assembled. Knockdown is cheaper than assembled one. These are the cake stands.
Yeah. Well, knockdown is obviously for export is the perfect way.
Right. These are the serving trays.
Yeah.
And is this painted or are they
These
decals? What is it?
We're doing all, but these are the screen printing.
Okay.
And people can do the screen printing of the design they want, or the words that they want.
Yeah, it's like you can customize. Yeah.
Yeah, you can customize.
Generally, screen printing is cheaper than the decal, so it depends on the customer. If he wants the decal, so we do the decal on it, and if he wants the screen print, then we will do the screen.
Yeah,
because the market is very competitive, so everyone is scared for the prices.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, any colors? Can you do any colors on these, or are there specific colors?
Yeah, we can do any color, but we can't match 100% Pantone. 100%. If you give us a Pantone number, then we can't match that 100% because the metal and the color is changing the color as on the base. The base is darker, so color is getting changed a little bit.
But it's getting consistently changed across all products that you make in a batch,
It
right?
depends on base. It's depend on base. If we're doing a yellow color on black, then it will change. If we're doing a yellow color on white, then it will be remain same.
Yeah.
These are the coasters.
Are they different?
So these are marble or wood or what are these?
Some of
Metal.
these are pearl, MOP, mother of pearl, and some of these are marble, and some of these are we'll do a mosaic on the MDF, mosaic of glass.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought this was interesting. Watering cans.
Yeah, these are.
Oh, wow.
Well, when you think about it, watering can, everyone has to have a watering can, don't they?
Yeah.
Especially in apartments. I mean, you know.
Yeah. So I wonder, like, sort of the keyword research on a watering can.
Yeah, I didn't look at that one.
But you can't really knock them down, right? I mean, they do take up a lot of
No,
space.
that's
right?
it. Yeah,
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember somebody was asking about watering cans a couple of months ago, I think in the group, or maybe somebody sent me an email. And at that time, I didn't know any watering can suppliers. But
Yeah.
now
I remember seeing some collapsible watering cans at one stage somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
They sort of, they sort of somehow sort of with like canvas, but they went flat. But anyway, yeah. A pink one. There's a one for the ladies. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
different
that
one.
looks good.
Yeah.
So are these powder coated or what is the finish on these?
Yeah. As you are talking about the green one, so green one is firstly we do a powder coat on it, and then does do the hand paint on the flower. The sunflower is hand painted.
Okay. So Gail is asking, what is the lowest quantity size that you sell to Amazon sellers? So your MOQ, what will be your typical MOQ? Or do you have like a MOV, minimum order value?
We are our required minimum value is $5,000, but we also work below $5,000 because we facing a problem below $5,000 is that the handling charges and the freight charges is getting more higher. So we just charge $300 if your invoice is below 5,000. We will do work with you if your invoice is 1,000 or 2,000. So we will do it for you, but we charge you $300 extra as the handling charges.
No, and look, we try and encourage people to not order too small of a MOQ because it's just a waste of sort of their time by the time they pay the shipping and that. Yeah.
If your product required a mold, then the MOQ will be 200 or 300. If your product is not required a mold, it is a simple product, then we will just make the 50 or 100 pieces also for it.
Yeah, so people could actually spend $5,000 but maybe get 3 different products or 2 different products for that value. Is that correct if it's not a mold?
Yeah, we already have these product molds. So.
Yeah.
But if they order for $5,000, can they order many products?
Yeah.
Or do they have to order just one?
Yeah.
They can order multi products like
Okay.
like 10 to 15 items in his $500 value.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we have a quick look at the showroom? Gail, yes, we're there. We're going there.
It's not going to be a quick look, Gail.
Are the watering cans galvanized metal and do they rust after time?
If we powder coat them, so it can't be rust, or it is having a life of 1 year or a 2 year or a 3 year. So after the life of the product, it will get rust. But some of them products are not getting rust till the 5 years or the 6 years. If you do the lacquer on them, lacquer or a powder coat or a color, so it will be saved by the color.
Okay.
Oh,
Is
like
it copper?
ones. Yeah, they look.
These one are the copper. The first one is shiny copper, and the second one is the copper antique.
Yeah, so they'd be great on a balcony or something, just a little one, just to do all your little plants if you had just
These
a
are
unit
the-
or something. Yeah, great idea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The first one is the preacher, and the second one is the water can. The preacher is having an emboss, but emboss is not visible because of the photo.
Okay.
There is emboss is flower and garden.
Okay. Okay, Ali, so now let's go to your showroom. Show us your products. I'm going to make you full screen here now. Yeah, I'm going to make you full screen so that we can see your showroom bigger, okay? So why don't you, maybe Wasim can hold the computer and then you show the products.
So, these are the candle holders in wooden or in metal. And these are the flower vases. I'm just taking with the. These are the flower vases.
Wow, look at the candles.
Where's the spider candle holder that we saw that day?
Yeah, that was brilliant.
I will coming soon. Yeah, this is the spider.
Oh,
There
it
you
is.
go, Magla. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
brilliant.
that was cute.
Well, it's just so many variations of candle holders, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just don't think there's that many different candle holders.
Yeah, wow. Amazing.
Okay, what's next? Ali, let's keep moving. You're stuck.
Oh,
This is happening the last time, right? When we were going, when we were
what a
doing
shame. Yeah, what a shame.
It'll
I
come
think
back.
whenever they move
Okay.
around. Okay, there.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. There you come back. But I think Megla, I think people are going to get the gist of just sort of how big the showroom is and what sort of products. There's just about
Yeah.
everything.
What's that, Ali? What's that? Oh,
We
the
can't,
audio is not
Ali,
so good.
we can't see it properly.
It looks like a truck.
It does, doesn't it? There's a wire type of car or something.
I think so.
These
Move, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Megla, we're going to have to get in touch with a TV crew in Murrabadale or whatever we are.
Yeah.
Like the Channel 9 News. I think computers is old hat now.
Yeah, looks like it.
It's like glass domes. I think they need to slow down. They're moving too. Can you slow down a bit, guys? You're moving it too fast. That's slower.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's better.
are the flower pots.
Flower pots. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Flower
don't
pots.
move it quite so quickly.
Go slower.
This is the flower pot with the.
Yeah. But Megla, we're going to have all the catalogue anyway after this presentation, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. But I just wanted people, I mean, we want people to see how big the showroom is, right?
Look at that. Look at
Yeah. What's that?
That's I think it's like a garden
Yeah,
stand.
look at that. Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So can you knock it down?
So these legs are going inside the garden, inside the soil.
Yeah,
And
yeah, you push.
This is a trellis, butterfly trellis.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. And is that knocked down?
No. This is not knocked.
This is a glass trellis for your garden. This is a garden trellis with glass.
Yeah.
Multiple.
And that's got the glass. This glass.
Lovely.
Small
So
items
show us
here.
some Amazonable products, like some products that are, maybe a bit small in size, not too big.
These are the baskets.
What are the garden products that you have?
Wait, I will show you. This is the bird house.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah, right.
They're nice.
And that's all wire. That's all wire, isn't it? Copper wire.
Yeah, a lot of wire baskets and
Yeah, yeah. A lot of giftable items, though, isn't it? You know, sort of.
Yeah.
You look at that stuff, and you look at Amazon, and you know everything Amazon is
This is
giftable.
the storage area. The storage.
canisters.
Yeah,
Oh, they laundry powder baskets, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, all sorts of canisters, yeah.
Tea, coffee,
That's right.
sugar.
Yeah.
This is a bread box.
Yeah.
This one is for the cat food box.
Oh, pet food storage. Wow.
These are the we do product for Ali.
Sorry, these are what? Can you repeat that?
The storage,
Storage.
cookies.
no.
Okay.
coffee, cookies.
Sugar, biscuit, tea.
Lois is saying, "Oh, I want to go shopping for my garden." Hi, Asli. How are you? Great variety of
Hello,
products.
Asli.
Curio Craft. Glass, wood, and other materials will be furnished from other suppliers and worked by you to incorporate with metal. Yeah, so Ali, you mostly focus on metal in your factory, and then glass and wood is
Yeah.
from other suppliers, right?
Right. We do wood also in our factory, but we sourcing glass from outside.
Okay.
These
So
are-
glass is from Firozabad. Hi, Suchi. How are you?
Hello,
Hello,
Suchi.
Suchi.
A lot of factories and more of it that do metal, wood, glass. Just for everybody's knowledge, that they do source because it's in that sort of corridor of factories,
These are the
and
chopping boards.
so they sort of all work very closely because Firozabad is not that far away, is it?
These are the chopping boards,
Yeah.
marble and wood.
Oh, they're wood, marble and wood. Yeah, so they do everything. They've got marble, wood.
Yeah.
So what are
This
the
is a
products that are
big
most
one.
popular in the US? Which markets are more popular in the US market, Ali?
Our garden market and garden market is very most popular. We are
Garden.
most popular
Okay.
garden. This is our lazy Susan.
Oh, look at that. Just a tray.
It just having a mechanism here inside.
Yeah,
It says the witch.
the witch.
Halloween.
People just put the bread and the ketchup and some other cheese things on it and just sitting on the table, but take it around and just
Yeah.
take. These are for pets.
Oh, they're pretty spiffy looking pet bowls.
Yeah.
Bryson's really quiet today.
Yeah, he's asleep. Don't show him pet bowls, he'll probably wake up.
These are the jewelry boxes.
Ah.
Yeah, you can put your jewelry here. Right.
See, they'd be Amazonable, wouldn't they, Margaret?
Yeah, they're all like a lot smaller. Yeah, these are all nice size. Well, that's a nice
Yeah,
box.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shipping them would be an issue. I mean, you'd have to be careful and do a drop test and all to make sure that
These
they're
are the ring
nicely
chains.
packed.
Depends what
Also-
sort of glass. It could be that really sort of heavy
Hard
sort of
stuff
glass
like
that's
that.
not brittle glass.
Yeah, not glass.
Yeah, not China glass, Mark.
Yeah.
So Ali, you can you do drop tests as well? Do you
Yeah.
do drop tests for the packaging? Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you handle packaging? Like, do you have can you manage packaging in your factory as well, or do you work with other packaging suppliers?
No, we manage packaging in our factory.
You can do
We
that.
just source the thermocols and the poly wraps from outside.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
And if somebody wants to design their own packaging, can you help with that as well?
Yeah. We will do it.
Okay.
You can also customize a product. If someone had an idea, can you make something? If I bought you a drawing, can you make something special for me?
Horse.
Yeah. So Ali, can you develop products? Like if somebody has a design that they send to you, can you develop that? You have designers in house?
Yeah. Yes, we have a designer in house. We will make the cats also. We working on the themes also. Some of our customers sending us the theme. We just work on their theme and making the cat designs and send them. These are the sculptures. See theme. Sculptures is here.
Margie saying, well, I do hope they mind people visiting. Trish and I have a habit of turning up in Moradabad. Yeah.
On the back of a truck, Marg.
I wish we had known this factory then, Marg. You would have had a lot of fun here in their showroom.
We were there. We could have gone around and had a look.
Yeah. What are those pineapples? This is so cute.
These are the decorative pineapples.
Oh, okay.
Tabletop or
I think you'd really need half a day to go visit there, wouldn't you?
Well, there's a lot of product in that showroom.
Isn't it?
These are the photo frames.
There you go.
Saying, oh my God, we would still be there.
A year later.
They're Amazonable photo frames, aren't
they?
Yeah.
These are the alphabets.
Yeah, these are kind of popular, right? Alphabets.
Yeah.
Are these wooden?
Yeah, these are wooden.
See, they'd be nice, even a child's bedroom or something. They're really quite cute. You could do their name and.
Yeah, I've seen these in Tim's videos. So he's got AM PM podcast. He's got AM PM behind on his shelf. We should probably have VISS now.
These are the sculptures.
Nice. So guys watching, tell us, are there any specific products that you want to see from their showroom? They've got garden products, kitchen, what else? Decorative products. So tell us, is there
garden products, ornaments?
Oh, look at these.
Boxes, storage.
Wow.
Is there anything specific that you want to see? So we'll ask them to show those products. Pet products as well.
Yes.
Oh, so they're all like decorative.
Yeah.
Wow. Gee whiz.
Yeah.
We are also doing the furniture. The sculpture is also a most selling product on Amazon.
Okay, so so Hale is saying, do you have any religious signs like for Sikh religion? Do you have any religious signs?
We are not having a Sikh religion sign.
Okay, but
just
but you can develop that, right? So
we can develop.
So Sohail, if you have an idea or a design, you can get in touch with them and they can definitely develop it, whether you want it in metal or wood.
Yeah.
Decorative flower for wall hanging.
Yeah.
Okay. Suchi is asking, any wooden metal candle holders? So Suchi, do you mean metal and wood together, combined?
We can do.
Because we passed them before.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of candle holders.
Yeah. I think a lot of them were metal, though.
Yeah.
This is the Christmas
Love
collection.
The hands.
Oh,
this is the decal. Yeah, this is the decal.
Oh, right.
Okay.
This is the decal.
Wall hanging.
Border and on.
That is so nice. Yeah. What about wall hanging woven baskets? So, no, baskets, only metal baskets you have, right? You don't have...
Yeah, we have a metal basket.
Megla, before you go there, the guys have got some Christmas ornaments there. That'd be really sort of
look at that.
interesting to have a look at.
Absolutely.
Wow. I mean, you buy them and you've got them forever, haven't you?
Yeah, they're sort of timeless. They're not going to break.
These are the
Wow.
Serving trays.
Oh, look. Oh, star serving trays for Christmas. Wow.
Wow.
And
So many ideas.
the trees.
Yeah.
And the fairies are there. Angels, fairies, home.
Wow.
These are the village houses. These are the
Oh, look at the
houses
little metal cars and stuff.
and the
Bikes.
rings.
Wow.
All these are the
Incredible.
flower pots.
So Gail is asking, are the sculptures for gardens or in home? The sculptures that you were showing previously.
Yeah, some of them are using for the garden, some of them are using for the home.
Okay.
Those all are not for the. It's upon
Okay.
the customer.
Rain trains.
You showed a
These
couple
are-
of rain trains. Do you have many different designs?
Yeah, rain chains. These are the tree colors. It is on trending right now.
Tree collar.
Yeah. Tree color.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. For the Christmas
That's-
tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Is there garden furniture knocked down? Yes, they said some of the garden furniture is knocked down.
You know, once again, ladies, when you sort of look through all this, if you had I know this is not all about a bricks and mortar shop, but if you had a bricks and mortar shop,
Yeah,
gee, how
we
many
have
products,
a lot of
how many
working
SKUs would you'd sort of look there and
Lot of watering cans.
Oh, yeah, look at all the watering cans. Oh, my God. Jeez.
Wow,
Oh, I forgot.
incredible.
This is the furniture for the pot. These are furniture for garden.
Oh, yeah, look at the tables.
Side tables.
Yeah, so
And the
here are the
planters.
small garden decorative pots. Facebook user, you were asking for those.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
We definitely have to go to Muradabad now, Marg and Kevin, the
First-
next
Oh.
So
show.
we have to stay overnight.
Yeah.
And that hotel only holds 12 people, so I don't know where
Yeah.
the rest are going to stay.
I think we might need a long weekend.
Yeah, looks like it. What's that? Sunflower.
Sunflower.
Sometime.
Hanging. This
Yeah.
is what decorative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Decor.
Wow. If you couldn't find a product in there to either start with.
These
Oh,
cards.
there's a
Wow.
truck. Yeah, look, they're great.
Yeah.
What's that?
lovely.
Oh, sure. Is that for the garden?
Yeah, this is for garden.
Oh, so you could put a plant in it. Wow.
Yeah.
To decorate your home, to decorate your garden, to decorate your lobby. It's upon you.
Ali, do you want to tell everyone how many products you've got in your showroom to display?
It's around 15 to 16,000 products.
Did everyone hear that? 15,000?
Wow. It's a lot of different product lines, isn't it?
The water cans, many more water cans.
Oh, yeah, some pretty vases too.
Yeah. Wow.
This is the seed box for your garden. Just store your
Oh, yeah.
seeds or the garden.
Yep.
Yep, sunflower seeds, yep.
Yep.
The flower farmer one.
Great. I think we need to wrap
Thanks.
up
We
now.
also having
Yeah.
lamp
That's
here.
Fantastic. Fantastic,
We also
guys.
dealing
That's
in lamp.
brilliant.
Yeah. Ooh,
Thank you
we
all.
haven't even started looking at the lamps.
Yeah.
We knew we'd be running late.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just have a
Marg?
quick look at the lamps,
Yeah,
Megla.
wow.
Yeah.
Just show
This
everyone
is
my
the
lamps.
garden bench. Pushing bench. I want to show the garden bench.
Okay.
These are wooden
Oh,
planters.
yeah. Planters, yep.
Yeah.
Ooh. Is that mango wood or what wood is that?
Mango wood. This is a burnt finish. Put them on. Planters
Yeah.
for your garden.
He's saying, wow.
Mm.
There's no way I would have gotten Trish out of that showroom.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so they've got lots of planters. Oh, they're nice too.
Fantastic
Look at
stuff.
that.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Which one? This is for your garden, to decorate your garden.
Yeah.
The tortoise.
I thought it might have been a paperweight. Hello.
What happened? I think they're frozen now.
I think they're frozen. They're back. They're back.
Oh, they're back.
Yeah, no.
Well, Ali, this is fantastic stuff. Yeah, really good stuff.
Awesome.
A lot of innovative, unique products. Your heads are getting cut off. Come closer.
He's going to show us the scoop now.
Look, this breaks down.
I'm lost.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Clever.
Wow.
Gee whiz, that's pretty neat. Wow.
The price of this bench is approx $46 only.
That's
FOB.
good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. $46.
That's not bad. You could probably sell that for, I don't know, 200 plus. Right?
Yeah, I'd be going for 200 for that. Yeah. I mean, that would be your research, but I mean, you think.
Yeah. I could sell that in Bunnings.
But would that be very heavy?
No,
I guess if you're shipping it by sea, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, you would
Because
have to do your homework on your costs, but I mean, if you could buy it for 46 and sell it for 200, you could probably afford the extra handling charge, because Amazon's handling charge would be high.
Yeah.
Hanging
I got that garden seed. Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you so much, Ali. That was really good. So guys, get in touch with Ali. This is their email address. Let me just display it on the screen as well. ali@curiocraft.com. And as you can see, they've got so many different products: metal, wood, glass, and they can do designing, they can do packaging, they can do larger orders as well, they can do smaller orders too. So very flexible company, right?
We are also dealing in caustic lanterns, but this one is more branding.
So, and what sort? Let me get that.
A pink one.
The lanterns.
Lanterns.
Yeah, the lanterns.
Caustic lanterns.
Yeah.
These are the hot
They're sort of quite big ones too, because there's a lot of smaller ones.
Mm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. Yeah. How heavy are they, Ali?
How heavy?
How heavy?
This is a 6 kg around
Okay.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, the size is 36 inch higher.
Yeah, you could do it smaller. Yeah, you could do a smaller one.
There are a lot of smaller ones of those. I've seen them, but fantastic, guys.
Brilliant.
Excellent.
Yeah, fantastic.
Look, thanks for your time today, Ali, Wazim. It's been fantastic. Just and I'm sure a lot of people would have loved the sort of tour today around your showroom. What do you think, Megla?
Yeah, I think a lot of people will be visiting their showroom once we can travel next year. And I'm sure a lot of people will reach out to you as well later. So we'll send all of the catalogs to everybody, and here's their email address. You can get in touch with them. All right, thank you very much, Ali, Wasim. Take care. Bye.
Thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye.
That was
that
wow.
was wonderful. I'm dizzy. So many products.
But it's a big factory too, isn't it? It's the big factory they've got, and a lot of different SKUs, all that stuff.
SKU, like showroom items. I mean, how do you just keep track of what's in the showroom?
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Okay, awesome. So guys, we are celebrating Diwali today. That's why Margaret and Kevin, they're all dressed up in Indian clothes. So if you want to join in the fun, why don't you wear your Indian dresses as well? Take a photo and post it in the comments in this post, and we might invite you on the live stream. So let's move on to the next supplier now. We've got Diksha from Skypack waiting for us, and also Ayush Bansal. Hello, guys.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, Ayush, Diksha. How are you? Good to see you.
You all are
Good to
looking
see you.
great.
We're running behind. We told you we'd be running behind.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Okay, Diksha, well, welcome to our show tonight. And you're situated for people in the UK, and we have the factory. Oh, are they actually in their factory at the moment, or are they in the?
Yeah, they are in the factory today.
In the factory back in India. So yeah, so they're at the factory. So look, do you want to just maybe go straight into your presentation and show us all those fantastic shoes that you've got, and we'll work through the presentation with you. Wow, look at those. Oh, Kev, look at those shoes.
Whoa.
So
Ayush, can you turn off the fan? I think there's a fan very close to your microphone, or it's it's pretty loud. Just turn it off for a bit.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's it.
Thank you. Yes, that's better.
It's fine.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay, yeah, carry on, Diksha.
Yeah, so let me start with the presentation now. Hello, everyone. It's Diksha Bansal. I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. So you just let me know when you want to change the slide. I'll change it.
Yeah. So yeah, you can change it. Actually, this is the front page. So yeah, let me tell you a little bit more about Skypack company. We are the India's fastest growing manufacturers and exporters of men, unisex and children wear footwear. We have many varieties available: football boots, trainers, running, safety, outdoor, hiking and sports shoes. We are specialists for more than 25 years of experience. We are making all sorts of shoes, and the core value of our company is making people happy and making our customers happy. That's what we believe in. Our manufacturing units are based in Jalandhar, Punjab, and we have our distribution network spread all over Indian states, and we have more than 200 distributors. Our company always believe in innovation and creating the products with highest technology and giving it to like more comfortable and affordable products to the customers, with keeping in mind the latest fashion trends and lifestyle. And as I said, customer lies in the heart of the Skypack family. We provide the best value customer experience. You can take it to the next slide, Nicola. We are fully registered. All our products are Indian Standard Organized certified, and whatever brands we have multiple brands available under our roof, and all of them are trademarked. We have our in-house testing, product testing team, and we follow Indian and UK standards. And we also welcome all the third-party testing companies. If anybody is not happy with the current standards, and if they want any improvements, we are more than happy to take them on board. Next presentation, please. Next slide. Our vision is to become the world's leading brand footwear and providing other brand footwear products. Currently, we are doing all the shoes, and we do supply footballs as well. We are now adding the summer collection as well. Like, it will be coming soon, probably. And our values lies in innovation and hard work, which is driven by loyalty, commitment, and constant improvement for our customers. That's what we believe in. Next, please. Our promise is we provide the best quality at very affordable price. That's why our customers are very happy, and that's why we are able to provide our shoes at a very low price. We keep very low margins, and we keep our customers happy. Our customer service is working 24/7 to provide the best customer service, and all our customers are very happy with that. We provide secure payments, online, offline, whichever way customer is comfortable. We have the secured payments option available. And as I said, the products are made in India. All the products the raw material we source, everything is from India. And the fast fulfillment, it's whatever we promise, we deliver on time, whether it's within India or outside. Internationally, we deal with. It's all whatever we have promised. We always make sure it's delivered on time. So Skypack World is the first international counterpart which Skypack Venture has opened. We recently opened in London, United Kingdom. It's with the same vision and the same core values, which we we provide the best quality footwear and keeping in mind the customer comfort and affordability. We have the skill experience and the skill labor. That's what Skypack World is. Next slide, please. We have our product. We have variety of products available. As I mentioned before, we have football boots, joggers, running shoes, cricket shoes, badminton, walking, trekking and hiking, office shoes, outdoor, safety shoes, slippers and sandals. We're going to launching soon our summer collection, and I will provide you all the catalog for these shoes. I'll drop it to Meghala and she can share, or you can contact us directly. Now, these are the few samples of our football boots, few collection I have added, and later on I'll be showing you some of the samples I have at the moment also. These are the football boots. And next slide, please. The running, few examples of the running shoes. Next slide, please. These are walking shoes. We have different variants available in all the shoes, as you can see, and we can make all the different, customize the shoes according to the customer need as well. Next, please. Trekking and hiking shoes. These are very popular in UK, really good quality, and they are of suede leather. Next, please. These are the trekking and hiking boots. These are also quite popular. They are very comfortable, and really good for cold weather also. Next, please. These are the safety boots, all sorts, mid-size, lower size, and that's fine. What we offer for you is existing shoes. We have no MOQs. You can buy one shoe. You can buy n number of shoes. We don't have any problem in supplying those, but we recommend to go via carton size, which is like a carton size of 36 pairs. And the lead time we follow is 2 to 3 weeks. It can be earlier, but we take extra buffer time just in case if we need to create more shoes and as per customer demand and requirements. We can do customized shoes as well. So minimum quantity for that is 960 pairs. It can be lesser, around 700 pairs, but then for that we the cost goes higher, and we explain it before we make any agreement or decision for creating any customized shoe. Leading time for that is 45 to 60 days. That's what we call. And for delivery time, it can be extra 30 days. So that's from our side. Let me show you a few of the samples. Am I visible? These are the football boots. Can you see?
Yeah, these are nice. So what sort of materials are these made
So
from?
they are PVC, and there are the cleats there. It's very cushion and comfortable. I can take it off the. They are very lightweight also. Yeah. So in case like for importing, like if somebody wants to get it, it's not very heavyweight, and it's very comfortable, and especially it's really good for amateurs, I would say. You don't have to spend too much to get yourself started in playing football. So, and there's like other one.
So Sohail is asking, what is the average price of your football shoes?
So our it depends on the different articles. So basically, it's in dollars. I would say it will be roughly $4 to $5, and in terms of Indian rupee, it will be around 300 rupees, 200 or 300 rupees, roughly like that, depending on the article. And we can customize it according to your need if you want to put your logo. Because currently in London, we are working with a football company. Like with the same shoe, they want their logo somewhere here. So like you can customize it anyhow, or on the tongue of the shoe. Like if you want it in here, like different options are available for that, and it's available for the kids, adults. These are purely unisex shoes. And let me show you the running collection now. So that's the running shoe.
ये ऐसा ना उसने सारे सिंबल अपने पास में रखे हैं, वो सबसे प्रिपेयर हो सकती है। अब हम
This is another variant of that in red color. In all our shoes, you can get any color, customize any size, anything can be available to you. We always produce like 3 to 4 variants definitely in all the articles. This is a walking shoe. This is very popular in here as lots of supermarket people. And this is very popular in care home also. We have a tie-up in a few of the care homes in London. So it's very slip resistant, waterproof, and chemical proof as well. So this is a shoe like for people who want just to wear black as a uniform also. It's a very good shoe. It can be available in white, brown, any color you want, but black is the
Diksha, what sort of price are those? What sort of price are those, Diksha?
They are also, I would say, $3 to $4.
Right, that's reasonable.
And and if you go with the price, we don't want to think customer because it's a low price. It doesn't mean the quality is cheap. It is really good quality. That's what we take pride in. We work tirelessly to gather all the raw materials and to provide the best shoes. And this is one of our safety shoe. So rubber and PVC sole with the hard toe cap in here. It's all tested and it's very much like that. You can see.
So Diksha, if someone wanted to, I don't know, sort of get a sort of like 4 or 5 different variations, or 4 or 5 different types of shoe, would you do a sort of MOQ or MOV? To give someone a selection of different shoes to start.
Definitely you can choose. It doesn't have to be like you have to get the 36 pair of the same shoes with the different sizes. You can mix and match. You can mix and match different quantities and different sizes. That's what we provide. That's how we are flexible in that. So we understand Amazon buyers, they don't want to spend too much initially, and especially with the shoes, you have to maintain quite a lot of stock with the sizes also. So we are flexible in that. You can mix and match, and if you're customizing your shoe, for that it has to be a single shoe. Can be a different sizes, but has to be single shoe because we will be producing solely for that person with that quality and everything. So that can be done.
Yeah. But say, for instance, if you've got, I don't know, 3 or 4 different styles of football boots, and I wanted to private label those 3 or 4 different styles, then I could sort of do a deal with you where I could, sort of buy so many for so much dollars. If I said, what could you give me for $5,000?
You mean $5,000 in terms of shoe work?
Well, if I spend $5,000 with you and it was like 4 or 5 different types of football boots, I wanted a private label.
Yeah, definitely we can do that. It all depends on the quality you want. It all depends how much the raw material will be. So we can decide accordingly. We will decide how much the raw material we are getting it for, and how many shoes you will get out of that, and we will tell like what is the logo. Like we can provide everything, the packaging and everything, but everything will be divided accordingly, and we will tell you before we get agreed to it. So I cannot say now that like you will get like, for example, X number of shoes in $5,000. I cannot describe in that. So it all depends on, but we have strong links with the companies where we procure our raw material, that we can assure we have a very good quality shoe. I know people must be thinking as like you can get lots of shoes from China and other countries, but our shoe is very low price, but it's a very high quality shoe. That's how we differentiate, is like in terms of technical terms, we say our shoe, if a product, like if you're buying for a $3-4 shoe from other company, and for the same shoe from our company, we provide like it's a 1 lakh cycle shoe. So you can cross 1 lakh steps with the same shoe, and in the other company shoe it will be like nearly 300-400 steps. So that's the difference. The other
so 1 lakh is 100,000.
So
yeah, 100,000. Yeah,
100,000. Sorry, yeah. Yeah.
No, it's just
100,000. And our
with shoes, there's so many different sizes. You know, whereas you say, you know, kids. If I was going to do football boots, I would say, you know, kids sizes, and get a variety of kid sizes, and say, hey, Diksha, what could I get for $5,000? You know, like a variety, just to, you know, if you was going to get started. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So with the 5,000 shoes you are saying, so we can provide your existing products. So we can produce that much for you, and we have all the different varieties available. Then you can mix and match. And if you want something, your logo, then we have to manufacture that from the scratch, because the existing ones, it's there. We can remove our logos, or like we can make few changes in that, but we cannot completely change the whole product. For that, it has to be started from starting. And the football boots are very popular. The kids size are very popular in UK, I would say, because of the growing size and because of the pricing value, I would say as well, because we don't want parents to spend too much every time, especially when the kid size is growing. And at this time of like the challenging times, people don't want to spend too much on the shoes as well, because they are staying home, but they want to go out and do sporting activities, and they don't want to spend too much. So that's where our company comes in, to get the affordable shoes, comfy, and like they can get the different styles as well. They don't have to stick with the single normal shoes. We have all the different colors available. This is the cricket shoe as well. It's available in 3 colors, and we can make in different colors as well. Like,
oh wow! Like, do you do golf shoes?
I was waiting for that.
So Ayush, you wanted to say something, I think, when Kevin was asking the question about the minimum order value. You posted in the chat over here. So go ahead and.
No, it's okay. What Diksha said is true. On the running articles, we can sell out, or we can give you any quantity. It's nothing like 1, 2, 3 or any quantity. If you want a customized shoe or a special design with a special customization, that we need 100,000 pairs minimum to overcome all the designing, costing, quality, to maintain the standards. And because our raw material providers, they need some minimum quantity. Our current production is, we are already buying for that for us, so we can provide any number of quantity. For new shoe, we need some quantity.
Yeah. Oh, that's like anything. I mean,
fair enough. Yeah.
So Anna's asking, first she said, can we order samples? Could we order a sample with our logo? Also, do you guys have cycling shoes?
Yeah,
so
if she want to design some shoe, she can mail some design. We can provide that shoe.
Yeah, I think she means just use one of your standard shoes, and then just have her logo put on it.
Yeah,
just to test, to see how that would go.
Yeah, to see how it looks.
Yeah,
we can do.
Okay, and then Wendy's asking, do you do drop shipping?
No, at the moment, but from the London counterpart, we can do it. From India, it will be difficult for us at the moment, because we deal mostly on wholesale. But it will be difficult for the. But if it will be a continuous drop shipping, we can start doing that, but not for like single orders, because it will be difficult for us, I would say.
Yeah.
Not now.
Definitely.
Not now.
Maybe further.
Yeah.
And can you tell us a little bit about your factory setup? So you said your factory is in Jalandhar, right? So what kind of, is it like automated? Is it manual process? Because I remember I visited a shoe factory in China a long time ago, and it was like huge and automated machines, and they were literally like, this machine was spinning and spitting out shoes at 5 shoes per second or something like that. So what kind of a setup do you have for shoes?
Basically, our factory making sports shoes, and it's a labor-oriented manufacturing facility. We have machineries though. We have machineries, but those are operated by human labor. So basically,
it's a combination.
It's a combination of automated machines and human labor.
Okay.
And if you show it, we
yeah.
have to have
Would you like to show you?
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, excellent. Thank you.
That's the advantage. They are in a factory today because usually they are in the head office in Delhi.
Coincidentally, we just came factory today.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're also in your masks and all over there.
Yeah.
Everybody is wearing masks. I hope their internet connection will be stable.
So, Diksha, where is the factory?
It's in Punjab. Punjab.
This area is the stitching part.
Yeah.
Megla, you said a place.
It is the process. Here is the process of upper making, and this is the conveyor line. We put upper there. I'll show you. This is the factory.
Connection is not too good.
Yeah, connection.
This is the line in which we are making a shoe upper.
So it's like
There is a lot
creating
of noise.
just this area.
Understand that you may be not able to listen.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you, but it's not. The video is not very clear.
Tracking. I think what I will do is I'll ask them to create a video for you guys, and I can post it on the Facebook group. It will be easier for people to see like that rather than having a tour.
Yeah,
now
that'd be fantastic.
They
dropped off.
Connectivity.
Yeah. How many staff roughly do they have, Diksha? Do you know? Roughly how many staff? Roughly how many staff?
So permanent staff, it's around 55 to 60 of them, and then they have like weekly labor, or it depends on the quantity. Like it depends on the order. It depends.
Sorry, it was connection problem here.
Yeah, it's okay. So I think
That's fine. That's fine.
So it's roughly between 250 to 300.
All right. Yeah, it's quite a big factory. Yeah.
It is around 27,000 square feet factory, and we have around 250 to 300 people working around us.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Excellent.
And what kind of design capabilities do you have? Like, do you design the shoes yourself in-house? Or
yeah, we have designing department in our factory. We just follow some companies or maybe our innovation from internet. We merge or infusion some design and we'll start production in our factory.
We have in-house designing facility with the pattern cuttings and sample productions. Everything we have in-house.
Okay. Because for sports shoes, you do need a lot of, like specific designs and, to make sure that the shoe is very comfortable and
they are indeed
light and everything.
We have an R&D section also. In that, we do a continuous study regarding sports shoes. How can we manufacture more comfortable and more durable sports shoes?
You're not in the frame. We can't see you. You can come maybe a little closer. That's better.
I think it's okay.
It's okay now. Okay, so Gail is asking, what about just changing the logo? Is there a cost? So let's say they take one of your designs and then just put their own logo. Is that okay?
It's a very minimum cost. I think that's nearly rupees 1,000 to 2,000.
It's around.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And you have your own brand.
This is our own brand. As you can see, like we have put our own branding. For example, this is a brand under Force Time. So we have put here Force Time, and the brand name is here. It's all the sizes are available here, and the branding. So we have like the Skypack is written.
Our root firm is Skypack Venture. We have some sub brands like Skypack, Sega Gold, Force Time. It is because we have different patterns of market in which in Sega Gold we give cheaper shoe in better quality, in which we have a low margin and bulk quantity. We use Sega Gold name, and in military we provide some military we provide shoe in some military army canteens
Army
for
canteens.
defense, and for that we use name force time.
So
That's why we
is
carry
the,
different names.
yeah, this is the
Okay.
For
shoe.
outdoor hiking shoe, we use Skypack
Yeah.
name
Yeah. So
Is
these
that
are
the
under
hiking
the,
shoe?
because they
Yeah.
are the premium shoes.
yeah.
So the people don't get confused that if they are wearing a Cigar Gold product, it's cheaper, and if they go for a higher premium shoe, it's Skypack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it comes in different colors as well, and it's very it's very cushiony and very comfortable. You can see. Let me take this off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice and it's very lightweight because
It
usually
is minus 20-degree shoe, waterproof in high altitude shoe.
Yeah.
Sorry to be late, guys. Great to see you all and IST going strong. Who are you, Facebook user? Do you also do sports shoes like for motorsports, tennis, etc.? Just casual shoes?
Yeah, for tennis we have.
We do for tennis shoe and casual shoes. For motorsport, we haven't started yet. We'll plan. If we have a bulk order or something like that, we can plan accordingly.
For domestic, we are not working it.
Yeah.
So do you do golf shoes for Kevin or not?
As of now, we are not doing golf, but if he insists, we can do.
Special order for Kevin.
Thank you very much.
For
There you
customer,
go.
we can do anything.
Yeah.
We need good customer, we provide service.
I'll
Okay,
send my design in tomorrow.
Can we see some women's sandals? Do you have any, or you said you're developing that brand for women's sandals, right?
Sorry for that now. We are not working in sandals, but we are having another factory in which we are manufacturing rubber sleepers.
So it's like this slide-on slippers.
Oh, yeah.
If you have seen, so
Yeah.
for the summer
For
collection,
Indian
not
customers
the
like farmers or some more
Flip-flops.
kind of labor, kind of
Flip-flops, you
labor
can say.
poor
Yeah.
people.
Flip-flops,
We provide some cheaper sleepers like $1, $0.75 sleeper.
yeah.
So the city where your factory isn't it a place where a lot of sports factories produce?
In Jalandhar.
Yeah. There's a lot of sports factories.
It's a sports hub.
Yeah.
It's a well-known brand, Nivea, Kamachi. One more thing, we also provide shoe to a well-known brand, Kamachi. In our factory, we do job work for them.
Yeah.
It's the Indian brand,
It's
but
an-
well-known in Indian market.
Well-known in Indian market. Kamachi, sports segment. Like football shoe, cricket shoe, badminton shoe, or you can say wrestling shoe, kabaddi shoe. It's a sports in India.
Yeah. Because
That's great.
some people have been asking us for sports type of equipment like soccer balls or rugby
Yeah,
balls.
we can provide footballs. Yeah.
cricket.
Yeah.
Cricket. You can.
Like in domestic market, we are manufacturing cricket shoe. We provide customer a complimentary bat in a single carton.
No, okay.
Yes. Just buy shoe and
didn't
get a
answer
carton
Uncle.
and get a bat.
Okay, Gail, they answered the question on golf shoes, and they're making them specially for
not golf
Kevin.
Hello,
Roz,
Roz.
hello, Roz. We can't see you because you haven't given access to StreamYard, so you need to go to this
Why can't
URL.
you see me?
You need to go here, streamyard.com/Facebook, and give StreamYard access. Okay, Gail is asking, do you supply your cricket team? The Indian cricket team?
No,
Not yet.
Not yet.
Soon.
I think we spawned up a-
Yeah.
Excellent.
We are providing it to sports club in London. So to kids and to adults who are starting their journey.
In
sporting
schools, we
journey.
are providing that.
Yeah.
We have some schools
Yeah.
with tie-up.
Like
We are
sports
providing
club,
to those
we are
schools.
providing.
Okay.
Well,
How do you
know what?
compare with Chinese-made products? How do you compare?
much more durable
Exactly.
in one word.
Yeah.
Cheaper and durable.
Cheap and
And
durable.
The
competitive.
same price shoe, our shoe, and the same price shoe, China shoe. You can compare with the lab test how much cycle he will run, that shoe will run, and our run. That's the comparison. We can't say by mouth. It's a fact. You just go and test, nothing else. buy a $4 shoe of China, buy a $4 shoe of Skypack, and then you compare with the lab test or with the customer who want. We can't provide that. We can't say that we are providing a good design, but we are providing a better shoe, durable shoe in a cheaper price. That is our logo and motto.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Fantastic.
I mean, that's something different.
And especially
you will be knowing famous lab Satra. We follow the Satra thing, Satra specifications. We try to follow the Satra specifications to our shoes, for our shoes actually. 1.5 lakh cycles is a basic thing in footwear, sports footwear. 1.5 lakh cycles. We follow that. We procure materials according to those specifications.
Okay. So are the materials also produced locally in India, or are they imported from other countries?
Locally in India.
They are made in India, the fabrics and uppers and everything?
The whole shoe is made in India. Completely made in India.
90% from India.
Great story for your brand. Very good brand story.
Yeah, good brand story. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Very exciting times. Are you supplying to the main superstores? Yeah, are you supplying to any like?
Not now, because as we manufacture, if we manufacture 2,000 to 3,000 pairs per day, our demand is as much we can provide to them also. Not extra production, so that we can market to the superstores. We are increasing our production so that we can provide to the superstores. Now, how much that much we produce, all are sold out.
Nice. Great story to use for your selling point. Yeah, you're right, Kev.
Definitely. Yeah.
Passionate is the word. Is the word I get from Skypack. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. No, I think it just showcases what else you can get from India. I mean, I think people still think of India as, metal and sort of those sorts of things. And I think it's moving forward, and it's going to have a lot of different things that people don't really know about, and that's been great that we've got something that is, I think, new to even our show, that showcases, hey, people in India, if you look around, there's so much other great products coming to the fore that are made in India, that they're not imported materials from China. So I mean, to me, with the sort of opinion on the world at the moment, I think it's a great brand story for anyone to get into, and something that's probably different at the moment, like kids' footy boots or something. I mean, I can see that being, worldwide. People don't want to spend, $200 on a pair of kids' football boots every, few months because they're growing out of them. So, things like that are probably an opportunity that, we haven't really looked at. I mean, you tend to go and think, oh, I don't want to do shoes, but I mean, maybe it'd be great.
And we keep them enticing as well. But we keep it interesting for the kids. So in India, what we do is, if we are supplying football boots, so we are giving free footballs also. If we are supplying cricket shoes, we are giving free cricket bats also to kids. So, that's how.
And in the badminton shoe, we provide rackets, badminton rackets.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
That is very
just
interesting.
to create interest among the
to keep them go on. Sorry.
And it's not a complimentary product. It's a good product.
Yeah.
They can use and play with that. It is just not like that. Just we are providing a gift. It is just to play, use and play.
Yeah, it's not cheap stuff. If you're providing, it's not cheap. That's what he meant. It's a very good quality product as well. If it's a free, it's not bad. So that's how.
So how shall we decide the size requirements of shoes? Now, this is very tricky because, of course, different countries have different regulations. I mean, standards for sizes and everything. So are you guys familiar with the sizing requirements in different countries? Like, let's say the US and UK, they're quite different. So are you familiar with that?
No, actually the sizing system is very standardized by UK sizing system, USA sizing system, European sizing system. What we follow is the UK size system.
Yeah, because we are currently selling in the UK, and we have, if I can show you on the sheet, if it's visible.
The label,
the label. It shows the different. Yeah, so India, USA, Europe, and UK. So you can see the different size in there. So we are already
We follow
following
UK.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's already there. So it's different size according to that. And like if somebody wants a bigger size or smaller size, we can definitely create that. That's not an issue. We can make shoes according to the requirements.
Right. So let's see what other questions.
someone
This is
wants to-
wonderful.
yeah.
I'm very interested.
Yeah.
That's good to
Me
know.
too. Okay, for kids, what size is the most common seller?
Kids up to age. It's for up to
Kids-
age 6 or 7, you can go for size 11 or 12, and for kids up to that youth size is size 3.
No.
Okay.
And in UK, I would say according to UK size, it's depending from kids, it's size 2, and for big adults, it's 5 and 6 is very common in here. Yeah.
There's a race who can get their order in first. May I please get the catalog when available? So
Yeah,
Anna,
definitely, yeah.
actually, the catalog is already available. I'm going to give you a URL. You can go there, go here, bit.ly/VISS all. All of the catalogs are already here. So, am I not efficient? I've got it.
Very good. Excellent.
Okay, what about Australia? What are the shoe sizes, I guess?
Well, we don't have shoe sizes. We go UK.
We follow
UK.
UK, US size.
Yeah.
Because UK standards are universally followed. That's what we know, and that's why we are following UK standards. And like we can check, we can make according to that. That's not an issue. Like sizing is not a very big issue for us.
Right. So Gail is asking your UK telephone number. I guess, Gail, you can reach out to Diksha on Facebook. She's also in our group.
Yeah.
So just reach out to her. And let me just display her name over here real quick so that you can look for her. So there. So you can search for her inside of the group and then just message her. And then, of course, this is the
Happy to take
email.
all the queries.
Yeah, and you can have a call because Gail is in the UK.
That's
So
good.
here's the email address in case anyone wants. Okay, bundling products is such a great point of difference for FBA sellers, but with the bundling comes the weight and higher costs.
Yeah.
For
That
sure.
is-
But
that
you
is
just got
true.
to you just got to weigh it up for cost, haven't you? What sort of
Yeah, but you can also charge a premium, right? I mean, if you do have another product bundled with it, you can charge a higher price potentially because there's higher perceived value.
Yeah.
And it's not, you're not going to say it's a free thing. I think to me, you would be advertising it as, cricket shoes and, bat, and not sort of say and free bat type of thing. So you can add it into your price.
You add it to you can create your own bundles. Like in India, we are giving it for free. For UK, not for UK, I would say the Amazon sellers, they can combine like with football shoes, boots, and we can provide socks and like different materials. Different products you can club for the different sporting activities.
So Dixie, you do socks as well. You can get socks.
We can provide with our logo. We can provide that with our logo. Yeah.
Someone was asking us about socks, Meglo, weren't they?
Yeah, recently. And I think sporting goods as well, so sporting products too, right? We were looking for, as a whole. So maybe, Ayush, you can introduce us to some factories there in Jalandhar so that we can bring them on our show, like sporting products.
Yeah.
Sure.
Great presentation. Hello, Tatiana. How are you? Good to see you.
Hello, Tatiana.
Impressive efficiency. Can you do gardening shoes? What sort of material are gardening shoes made from?
They are the rubber shoes. It's like
they need spikes because they are on grass, so they shouldn't be slippery. So they need some spikes to hold and push the machine for gardening. So they need some more extra spikes over there. We can do that.
It's like the gum boots, like the waterproof and slip resistant, and especially it can stuck in the mud while doing any gardening activity. So we can do that.
kind of
But
bamboos.
that would be made from rubber, right? That wouldn't be
exactly PVC, rubber, UA.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can do that as well.
Yeah.
In your okay.
Not now, but we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, what a morning. Please do more of these. So exciting. So far, 3 great presentations. One thing missing is Mark Riggle, as always pops up here. Yes, Gail, he's missing because he'll be asleep. Yes, he's going to be here tomorrow. He messaged me yesterday. And yeah, he's probably... What time is it there? I don't know. Anyway.
It's early in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in LA, isn't he? I'll tell you.
Yeah, so he's going to be sleeping.
California.
But he'll join us tomorrow for sure. Okay, so this is their email address.
4 a.m. in the morning.
4 a.m.
And Diksha, the other thing that you touched on before, you do a lot of industrial footwear too, don't you?
Yeah, we have actually we are focusing now on the warehouse warriors. That's we are dealing in the bulk on our website. So for the warehouse workers, we are providing the black shoe I showed you. This is a safety shoe. We have 3 type of safety boots I showed you before on the website. You can have a look on our website as well. So this is one of them, and this is for the one I showed you in black. It's available in different colors. These are the ones the warehouse workers are using and the supermarket workers are using. Few of them are liking these as well because of the design and the comfortability. They are liking these as well. So and especially they are the good quality about our shoes are they are very lightweight. So it's good for the person who is importing as well, and especially for the person who is wearing them for the long hours, for the long day. It's very, very lightweight. So that's.
I just said because maybe there's someone listening that is works for a company that buys industrial for their factory or their their company. So interesting.
We are in talks with few of the companies at the moment because we have recently launched in UK, and that's why we have. If you go to our website, we have a bulk scheme. So we are currently we are offering to a care home. So they are using our shoes because they are, as I said, they are acid proof. If like the medicine or any liquid fall on the shoe, it's very good. It doesn't corrode the sides and it doesn't harm the shoe. It's slip resistant, and for the supermarket, we are providing it to many customers, not as in solely to a supermarket like with their own branding, but we are providing as our brand. So customers are buying that online. It's going
fantastic.
Well at the moment,
So I guess one concern selling shoes online is, return rate, right, Margaret? I mean, the return rate getting the size right. Yeah, I mean, I haven't bought shoes online yet, but I know one of my friends has, and she's bought shoes for her kids. So sometimes she gets the size right, but sometimes it's not. Oh, I bought slippers actually. Yeah, slippers I bought, and they were okay.
If you know you're like a 10 US. And that's what you order, you should be right. I think it's, just really reading and getting the right country. Do you know what I mean? You've got to remember what size you are. I mean, I know I get a bit confused because
I know sometimes when I go, I can get a 9 UK, but really I need a 10 US because a 10 US is a bit sort of broader sort of foot. And most people would know what size shoe they are.
It depends how you're shopping. The customer should know his or her requirement. What is the in terms of inches? So you can actually measure the foot. The customer should know their size, foot size, and we are displaying it on our website also how you can measure it and different sizes available. So you can check. So if it's in like a certain inches, so which category you will fall in. Number
that's a good idea.
UK, EU. And US, so you can check which number shoe is coming onto your foot, and you can order it accordingly. And I would say most of our customers are getting the right size because it's according to the UK standards, the UK customers. So far we are not getting as such issues. And surprisingly, I would say during the lockdown time, we were getting lots of queries for the running shoes and these football boots because people were interested in sending their kids they are getting prepared for the football matches, football season, and people were keen on going for running. for doing exercises. So that's why we were getting lots of queries for the running shoes, and they are really really good and really lightweight, and they are available in multiple colors. This one, for example, we have our shoe name. This is a bullet shoe. So this is like available in green color, in red color, in black color. The red one is here. I have it with me, and it's available in green as well. This is like, the name is Marathon. This is available in
I like the bright colours.
Yeah,
they look the bright colours.
Because in European countries the weather is very dark and dull, so we like to keep it bright. So
a lot of people here like bright colours, even though it's a bright.
It really stands out, and the colors are really pleasing. They are not very bright, but it's really nice, like different colors, I would say. Like the one.
So Gail is asking, are you selling to the public on your website?
Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so you're selling your own brand directly, right?
Yeah, directly on our own brand. Yeah, on Facebook.
Okay. Yes, the challenge with shoes sometimes is getting the fitting right. Some are narrow fit, some fit wide, even for the same shoe size. Do you do half sizes, example 5.5 or 38.5?
No, we don't deal in half sizes, but as of now we have, like, according to the UK customer queries, if somebody wants the size 5.5, so our UK size 6 will fit to them.
Okay.
So that's how it works. So size 6 completely fits them, not the under one, not the 5 one, but if it's 5.5, the size 6 is good for them.
Okay.
So we are not,
what I suggest for the half sizes is we give an extra in socks to them. You can put an extra in socks and again half size fitting closer.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, Diksha, Ayush, thank you so much for coming on the show, and you have wonderful products for sure, very different. So yeah, best of luck to you, and you are of course in the group as well, Diksha. So guys, if you have any questions, you can reach out to Diksha in the group or tag her in a post. So thank you so much, Diksha, Ayush.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Happy Diwali. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Oops. Okay, awesome. So
that was interesting.
That was very different, right?
And reasonably priced. I didn't think they'd be that cheap. That's really good price.
Yeah. Well, that's something, sort of left field, because we sort of never thought about like sort of footwear to sort of show people.
No, and it's something to showcase that's different, that is all made out of Indian products. I think that's the key to it.
Well,
everything is made in India. It's like all the components are local. And they're handmade. They're not just run through a production line.
Machine,
So I think that's great. Yeah, very impressed.
But once again, if someone looking for an opportunity to partner with the likes of that company and sort of get it private labelled, probably do all right.
And this is a very, not a very competitive category, right? I would imagine on Amazon. I mean, not many people would try to sell shoes, so I think this is a good,
I might have a look at that tomorrow, just for interesting, to see how much is there, because I haven't even gone down that little rabbit hole. I haven't been down that rabbit hole.
Not that rabbit hole, no.
Sorry, I missed some of that presentation. Is Kev now releasing Kev's golf shoes?
You never know.
And he's going to give a golf club with them, right? Free golf club. Okay, so let's move on. Our next guest has been waiting patiently backstage for a while. Hello, Prasanna. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Hello, Prasanna. Sorry to keep you waiting.
No, it's completely fine. It's amazing to see the presentation of all those previous participants. It's really nice.
Excellent.
And good to see you both. It's colorful dresses, and even Megla, all are wearing Diwali special dresses.
Especially Marg. Look at Marg. She wore a sari. That's amazing.
I've had it ready for India. So I had it ready for our Bollywood night back in April and again in October. And so at least I've got to wear it.
Okay, okay. That's great, actually. Yeah, that's wearing sari. And Margaret, do you got any help from someone to wearing sari, or you know to drape sari, Margaret?
YouTube and 1,000 safety pins.
Okay, okay, that's great, actually.
Okay,
Okay.
so Prasanna, you are from RSJ Inspection, which is one of the leading quality control and inspection companies in India. So I'm going to start sharing your screen now, and you can go ahead and talk about your company and other information that you have for us. And guys, if you have any questions for Prasanna, feel free to type them in the comments. So over to you, and you just let me know when you want me to change the slides.
Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you, Megla. So I just introduce myself. My name is Prasanna, and I'm heading the business development team in RSJ. I had like 16 years of experience in the quality. And I just go for the next slide, Megla. Yeah, this slide shows about the challenges. Like I want to share here to everyone related to the challenges normally the importers, the retailers, or the e-com company faces while sourcing the products from India. So first one is about the reliability of the suppliers, where the suppliers reliability we are talking about here. And then second is about the inconsistency and poor in product quality. So this is the other challenge what the normally the sourcing the buyers used to face while sourcing from India. And then third is about the delivery difficulties, delivery problems, and the uncertainties which generally happens. Like it's end of October, like, and it goes like November, mid or November end. The delivery problems what the customers they face. And the next challenge is what we are talking about, the brand protections and reputation. So the image of the brand, and then the image of the company who is buying from India and distributing in the other countries like US, UK, Europe, or Australia. So those brand protections and reputation we are talking about. And next challenges, we're talking about the compliance with the standards and regulations. So it's about the testing standards. It can be about the product safety standards, and then the local country regulations. So those are all the standards which the product needs to meet. So that's the other challenge what they're facing. And then comes to the price competitiveness. Yeah, like India is like many of the products. Yeah, we are doing compared to China, like little bit we are coming expensive, but yeah, many of the customers are facing difficulties in India to getting the more competitive price. That's about we are talking over here. And then last, the challenge is about the customer complaints, and then the reviews in the online platforms and the feedback. So these are all the challenges which we are talking about. Yes, Megla, please go ahead with the next slide. And here, this slide talking about the solutions. So we have the challenges. So definitely there are the solutions. So we are talking about here solutions. So for those challenges, solutions here, the first we are talking about the evaluating the suppliers. So wherever the suppliers going to place the order, so it's better to evaluate them or visit them once and see their capacity and capability. That's what we are saying about the first solutions. And then second is about the quality checks in related to the inspections, the testings, and other parameters which you can look on, so that you can get the product quality which is meeting the standards, regulations, and also to the requirements of the end consumers. So that's about the quality checks which we are talking about. And then the production monitoring related to the delivery delays. So it's always suggested you monitor the production in a regular time period, starting from the beginning of the stages and then till the shippers ship to your country. So that's about the production monitoring we are talking about. And then next we are talking about the social compliance audit in related to the safety aspects in the factory, the supplier you're working, and then about their health conditions of the workers, and then their working hours, wages. So those are all the solutions we are talking about over here. And the next is about the risk assessment. So risk assessment in all the things before placing the orders, about the product itself, and about the functionality of the products, about the either it can be on the supplier end or maybe the raw material part. So all those, it's better to analyze the risk upfront before getting into the like productions or orders executions. Yes, Megla, please go ahead further. Yeah, this slide we are talking about the benefits now. Okay, so what is the benefits of using the third party inspection and audit? It's like there are like so much of benefits in using the third party inspection and audits. I listed few over here. So first is about the supplier takes care of the product quality from the beginning of the stage. So when you place the order, and if you write over there in your contract, so there will be a third party inspection at the end, maybe the during production. Like what the supplier mentality goes is, they will be like working on the product with top alert. So from the raw material stage, they prepare, they buy the good quality raw materials, and then each and every stage of the production they takes care more. And this is the one of the feedback which we got from one of our Italy customer. Like they hire our service, saying that because of hiring like RSJ, the suppliers are very much alerted, and it's not only the mainly at the last stage they are concentrating on the quality of the product, but it's happening from the raw material. So it's always suggested to put one line in the contract, and then maybe if you didn't use the third party later, it's fine, but putting a line in the contract will help you to get the better quality of the product right from the beginning. And that's about the first benefit. Second benefit, about saves money by avoiding costly rework. So like by like once the goods are made, and then if it is like to be reworked, it's going to be much costly. And even if it happened in India, for the rework it can be like little lesser, but if it's been export over there in other countries like US, UK, Europe, and the cost over there, it's going to be much higher. So one of the known customer which just recently I spoke in US, like he only for the changing of barcode, some barcode mistakes happened, and he spent like 25,000 US dollar over to change only the barcode. 25,000 US dollar only to change the barcode. So that's the cost of rework we are talking here. So that's the big benefit what we are doing. And then avoiding the risk of defective products to consumers. So like the end consumer should not be facing like the product is not fitting to him, or maybe with the critical defects, any sharp edges, something hurt their body, human beings. So if anything happened like that, that's the defective products. It does, we didn't allow those type of defects to go to the consumers. And the next benefit, we're talking about the increased sales. So the increased sales, I'll just say one example. Like one of our customer who is San Francisco based, in the last quarter, like in the year 2019, because of our service of final random pre-shipment inspections, they got alone in the 3 months of time around 3 million US dollar as a profit, because of right quality going to them more. And then because of the right quality at first time, the factory started to ship all the full quantity. Example, if it is a 10,000 pieces, before they used to ship only like 8,000 pieces, 2,000 pieces is a short. But doing the final random inspection, the factory started to focus more on the quality. Before, where they shipped 2,000 pieces short, now started to ship all the 100% goods, that is like 10,000 pieces. So the customer got like all 10,000 pieces, and when it goes all 100% quantity to the store, and it got sale all, and then there is an increase in volume and increase in profit also for the customer. That's the reason last year which happened, and the customer was very happy to share with us. And that's about the increased sales. And meeting delivery timelines, we like many of them think like, okay, inspection is only doing the quality control, and maybe they do the audit, like how they can help on the timely delivery timelines. But we as if like we have a customer service team. When you say as the date, like example, you have a shipment of November 25th of November, you gave the dates to us. Our service team will be like communicating regularly with the factory, like when is the goods is going to be ready, because we want to come for the pre-shipment inspection or maybe during production inspections. And like indirectly we are supporting them to push the production so that it happens. 25th is ship date, means 20th of November they need to give the ship inspection to us. So that helps you indirectly to meeting the delivery timelines. Yes, Megla, please go ahead with the next slide. Yeah, and this is about the enhancement, regular improvement on product quality. So this is about like when we do the inspections, at the end, our team, like the quality engineer who is doing the inspections, they review the defects with the factories. And when they review the defects with the factories, not only with the quality team, so he will be emphasizing to call everyone from checking department, like not everyone, the responsible person from checking department, responsible person from packing department, who comes and see the problems, and that is going to help them for the next orders. Like recent conversation I had with one of the factory, they gave a feedback us, like while reviewing the defects with all the departments, it's making our team to know the seriousness of the defects, and then they take themselves the self initiatives to make the improvements for the next shipments. So that's what the benefit which we are doing. And next is about the increased brand image, and then best reviews on the online recognitions and reputations, because of you're getting the good quality of the product. And next benefit is about the avoiding the last minute business surprises and import risk. So you will not be getting the last minute surprises. Like one thing which I want to share here is recently we did one inspection in Vietnam, and then it's from one of the US customer. And when we did that, we got to know that the factory had not done any single piece of production, and the customer is chasing for like 3-4 weeks. And we went over there, and factory is not allowing us. And then when we informed to the customer, like factory is not allowing us, then we got to know that it's like about 1 million piece of PPEs, like mask and gloves, but they didn't produce any single piece. And then we thought we are because of our service, they got to know that this factory is not prepared any piece on that. And then future orders they plan to order over there in the factory, they thought about that, and then they placed those orders in some other factories. So that type of support you can get by going to the factory from our end and doing the inspections and audits. And last is about the reduced safety risk at the suppliers. About we do the audits like safety audits and then social compliance audits and those aspects. Like the incident what happened in Rana Plaza in the year 2013 in at Bangladesh. So we do avoid all those. We do the audits, and if any alerts are there, we used to say about those things. Yeah, please, Megla, we can go for the next slide. That's about the benefits. Uh, Megla, you can go for the next slide. Yeah. So now we start with our company informations. Those are all the informations which I thought I should give it about the benefits and challenges and the solutions. And we, RSJ Inspection Company, we have our vision to be a highly respected, highly innovative, and highly quality service company in the conformity and maturity assessments. So we want to be in conformity and maturity assessments part, which we need to be more respected and innovative and quality. And our mission is we want to be in the business of verifying and evaluating the products, processes, systems, and organizations. So we are into those activities on the verifying and evaluating the products. And our values is integrity, impartiality, which is very important for our third party inspection company business and audit business. Integrity is like highly important. And impartiality, confidentiality, commitment, and transparency, these are all the values which we have for our company, and we follow this very much in deeper. Yes, Megla, please go ahead with the next one. Yeah, this is about our company introduction. We founded in year 2009, so we are 11 plus years of business experience in these inspections and audits, and we are an ISO 17020 accredited company. It's a high standard of benchmark for any inspection company to have. Like whenever you're choosing any inspection company to perform for the inspections or audits, look on these particular accreditations if they have, because it's a high standard which normally that's been done by the national accreditation board. It's not done by any private companies. Mostly the government authorities or the high officials, they can give these accreditations. So we are one of the 17020 accreditation company, and we have our office in Noida, that's in Delhi, NCR, India. That is our head office. We have a branch office in second office branch in Mumbai, and third office is in Bangalore. I sit in Bangalore office in south part of India, and we have a Hong Kong registered office in 2014, and that's a virtual office because we do cover in some other countries where we handle some of the financial aspects from Hong Kong, that registration office. And served customers so far, we are like 300 plus customers we served across globe. The customers are from US, like and Europe and UK, and we have customers from some of them from Australia and some of them from Hong Kong. So we have like customers across, and also from India. We do have customers from India. So these are all the customer segments, and we served more than 2,500 plus factories across Asia. So that's about on our team. Like we are like 70 plus professional team members in our company all over in India, and also we have a team in Bangladesh, and we have a team in Pakistan as well. And China and Vietnam, we work with the partner company. We don't have our own team over there. We work with the partner company over there. So that's about the introduction, and you can see that. Just Mila, can you go back, please? You can see in the right side of this slide, that's our accreditation certification, which is there. So you can see that we have like accredited on the same ISO 17020. Yes, Megla. Yeah, please. So our services, what we do, like our main services of our business, like more than, you can say, like 70%, 70 to 80% of the business, what we do is inspection. So quality inspection is divided into these many parts. You can see that final random inspections, and there is a DUPRO, that is called as during production inspections, and PPI, pre-production inspection, fabric inspection, container loading, and defect sorting service. You can see over here, like final random inspection is something like many of the customers, they do opt this service. Like example, you can say like around 80 80 to 90% customers, they opt for this service, final random inspection, where the goods are like 80 to 80% we want to be like that should be finished. That should be like finished in the sense it should be like checking should be completed, ironing and whatever the finishing part should be completed, and then that we also suggest that should be cotton packed. So that is the stage where we conduct the final random inspection, so that we can cover all the aspects of the product, right from the cotton shipping mark, weight of the cottons or boxes strength, drop test. So those many aspects we cover at that stage, right from that stage to the product stage fully, like to the product as well. And during production is something like we conduct at the stage of 30 to 50% of the product completion, like finishing completion stage. Pre-production inspection is something 20 to 30%. So like when the quantities are high, or maybe the price is higher for the order, like it is suggested to go at least a DuPro or PPI 1. So that can help you to identify the problems in upfront, and then so that you can rectify the problems at the manufacturing stage, so that the quality can be built in the product. So that's what we suggest. And so that's about the fabric inspection is about the raw material inspection, what we do for the textile products. And container loadings inspection is something like sometimes customer requests us to do the container loading. We need to be part of the container loading and see how is the loading is happening, and they do stuff loading safely. Sometimes glass items will be there, and sometimes they need to know like exact quantity has been loaded or not, so we do that container loading inspections. Defect sorting service is something like we do the 100% for all the order quantities. That's the defect sorting service. So that's about the inspection. And yes, Megla, we can go for the next
What
slide.
is what is defect sorting service?
Defect sorting service is something like when the suppose example there is a 10,000 pieces of shirts, that's an apparel product, and when the customer find that many of the products are found with the defects, like example more than 6,000 to 7,000 pieces of products are found with the defects, then they inform us, they hire us to conduct all the 10,000 pieces for the inspection. So we do conduct all the 10,000 pieces and we segregate which is the correct quality and which is the defect quality, which is a defect product. So that's the defect sorting service what we do. Yeah. So then next, our other 20% of our business, approximately it comes on this category. Like we do audit. Audit, if you see, like we have like simple factory audit. So this is the audit which I just want to highlight. Many of the e-commerce like sellers, you can get benefit of this service. Like it's a simple audit where we go to the factory and see whether they have the business license, they have the factory, and then they have like machinery available, or they have the labels available. It's all, and we do take many photographs of the factory, and it's a simple audit where you can get to know like basic aspects of the factory, so that you will be more confident to place the order with the supplier. So that's the one which we can do, like simple factory audit. And other audit are like very detailed audit, like social compliance audit deals in very detail on the labors, and then wages, working hours, child labors, and then like harassment, and then like safety conditions and fire equipment. So it goes very detailed on the social complaints part. Technical audit is something related to the all quality management systems. What are all the systems the factory is having? Do they have good quality departments? Do they have the systems in getting in all the departments set? So we deal on the technical audit on that particular aspect. And fire and safety audit is related to particularly on the fire related aspects. And the FCCA, like factory capacity and capability audit, like how many machines they have, how much is the capacity they can produce in a day, and all those aspects covers on the FCCA. And environmental audit aspect, it's related to the environmental aspects. It covers detail on the environmental aspects. Supply chain security, that's related to particularly to US customers, where they look on the security aspects in the packing section. So that is the CT-pad audit, what we do. And others like Q-Witness and SEDETS. So these are some of the other audits what we do. And if you see like value audit service, we do a service called lab test management. So this is something like what some of the customers, they do hire this service, like because they want us to pick the samples from the supplier, from the factory, and then put it into testing so that they get the actual result. It's not like maybe few of the suppliers can do the testing on the samples, or maybe treated the samples in a good way. So maybe not like all the suppliers, maybe few suppliers, it can happen sometime. And then so for that reason, what customer they used to do is like they will ask, like anyway we go for inspections for Dupro or inline or maybe pre-production inspection, they do request us, okay, pull some samples and put it into testing and give us the report from our end. So we do that, and we don't have our own lab. Like we do partner with some of the good accredited lab. They are like multinational companies, and through them we do the lab testing and then give the reports. So this is something which you can look on. And production follow-ups is something like where we follow the productions and monitor the production and give the status, like what's happening. Sometimes customers are facing, like sellers and like buyers from sourcing, while sourcing from India, they're facing issues in getting the actual status, what's happening in the factory. And then so for this we can help, like we go to the factory and check like what is the raw material they received in the factory, and how much is the production is completed in each department, each stages, and give you the detailed report along with the photos. And then we can also talk with the factories when they're going to complete this production. So those are all the things which follows on the production follow-up. Color evaluation, sample pickup, document verification, these are all the some other services what we do. And we do some of the assessments. This is related to the same audit which is under the Government of India projects, which is like Z, WASH, SATI, that Quality Council of India, QCI. So these are all the Government of India projects which we are accredited to do these assessments. We are one of the accredited company to do these assessments for these projects under the Government of India. And then it's related to the certifications. We do like ISO 9001 2015 through the alliance partner, and we do like on the star audit, that is a security star assessment rating scheme, that is for the security company. We do this certification also. So that's about our detailed service, Megla. So yeah, we can proceed further. Yeah. So next slide goes for the products we cover for the inspections and audits related. So we cover for the textiles, apparels, and textiles you can see like fabrics, terry towels, bed sheets, floor coverings, fashion accessories. And apparels, we are into all type of apparels, men's, women's, children's, sportswear, and everything. And hard goods, you can see like we are into various kind of metals, glass, plastic, wood, and all the furnitures, paper items, those things. And leather products, shoes, jackets. So these are all the different products we cover, and we have the expertise in all of these product categories, who are like skilled, and like they are experienced. They can go to the factories and check like what's right and what is meeting the requirements and what's not meeting the requirements, and they can make a very very detailed report. And then where the like our reports is like very detailed, like more than 70-80 pages of reports, where you can get the very detailed photos and all the informations what's happening in the factory. So if you are in US or UK or Europe or maybe in Australia, from sitting over there, you can get to know like what's really happening over there in the factory. Yeah, we can go next slide, Megla. Okay, so next slide comes for the strength and advantage. So what's our strength? Like in our company RSJ, like first point is the unique, customized, unique method. Like what we do is, it's not something the information coming from the customer. We are just sending to our QC and then go to the inspection and do it. It's not like that. We do a lot of back work. Like in our office, we have a team like customer service team. We have a team of managers. We have a team of operations. We have a team who is like preparing the protocol, who sits in the office. They do a lot of back work actually. Like so, like inspection requirements comes from the customer, and then they do all the protocol. That's like a pre-filled checklist. What we say, putting into all the informations like labeling, barcodes, shipping marks, measurements, spec sheet, product photos, designs, CAD, everything we put it in that protocol. That will be like a big checklist. and it will be ready in the for the QE, like quality engineers, who before he goes to the inspection. So that's going to be like a very big detailed checklist, where it can be a bible for the QC, and he can, if he follows that protocol in a detailed way, and there is a very less chance to miss anything during the inspections against the requirements. So that's the method which we follow. And we do make a work instructions. Like work instruction is the document for every customers. Like we have more than 300 plus customers, and or like for every customers we do make the work instruction about their requirements. What is the sampling plan they need, how much packing needs to be checked, what is the sample size, what is the critical major minor we need to follow, and whether the approved sample will be available in the factory or not, and what is the special attention requirement. Some customers said that I need to check the assortments of the bots much more. So we do mention that in the instruction. Okay, so this customer, the assortment of bots needs to be checked in in much more number. So instead of normally we take like square root of cottons, if it is 100 cottons, we do take 10 cottons for the random sampling. So that's the standard says. And for this customer, we need to go for maybe 15 boxes or 20 boxes and sometimes 25 boxes, so that we can check more number of cotton assortment check. So that's the first strength and advantage. And the second is, like as I said, we are on accredited for ISO 17020. It's the highest benchmark for the inspection company to get. And we got this, and then we are following in detail with our company also as a very detailed system. And next strength is about the capability development, like operation capability. What we do is we have our web portal called WebQBMS, and it's a very important tool for us. We don't do anything manually, like no emails inside our company, and everything it happens in this web portal. We go and book the orders, and all the stages has been shown over here. Like stage 1 means the order has been booked. Stage 2 means it's the validation has been happened. Stage 3 means QC is assigned. Stage 4 means inspection is going on. So we have like different stages in this WebQBMS portal. And this portal helps us everything look to be more automatic. Like if we assign anything, it will go, the automatic email goes to the QC. Okay, tomorrow you have an inspection at Agra, and so piece, it's a footwear, and then this is the sampling plan, and you have all your requirements uploaded in the system. Please check it thoroughly. Even the protocol has been uploaded over there, and the QC will be that's an automatic email goes, and the QC will be entering into the system. He has the username, password, and go to the system and check all the details. So that's like it's like a very effective way of working, and every stages are visible. So even if I want to see like what is happening today in my company, or maybe what's happening tomorrow in my company, like we can go and check in just a minute or 2 minutes time how many inspections are happening, how many orders are going on, what is the stage, whether the QC is assigned, and so those stages we can check in very detailed way. That's the WebQBMS. And this,
you also said previously, Prasanna, when we were talking, that customers get regular updates, right? So when the QC person reaches the factory, for example, you can see the coordinates. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh yeah. That's you can see there is a latest technology. It's a next point which is coming, and which is called as a mobile app system QTrack. So adopt latest technology. Like in that, I'm going to cover that as well, Megla.
Okay.
I'll do
that. Sure.
And so that's about the WebQMS, and even we give the access to the customer. Like they can log in, and then they can see all the data, like how many inspections happened in the last 3 months time, 4 months, 1 year time, and which factory is performing how good in their performance. And they can download the reports any point of time, and so though they can see their invoice and so many things. Even the customers get from this WebQMS portal, and it's been developed by our own. And there are a lot of things we have been incorporated. Example, e-leave, e-travel, and for and we have a library over there where all the documents, training programs, training documents, and our procedures, everything has been uploaded there. And the QC and then other operation team and the customer service team reads through the doc library where is in this portal. So this is like one of the important tool for us where we work very effectively. And then second is about the Skype and WhatsApp, WeChat, that we give the quick update to the customer, because we connect to our customers very closely. So whoever is good on which platform, and we connected with them, like WeChat for some of the customers and Skype for some of them. And so that we give the instant wherever the updates, we give like quick updates to them. And then our operation capability says about the development and trainings. We do focus, like as we being in a third party inspection company and audit company, we believe that development of a person and then training is very important. So we do a lot of internal trainings, and also we do send for a lot of external trainings so that the person is regularly updating their skills and knowledge. That's what about the trainings. And next comes for the point where Magla is asking about the latest technology which we are adopting. We have a mobile app system which is called as a Q-Track. So Q-Track is a mobile app system uh, where like when the QC goes, like it's a live tracking mobile app. When the QC reaches the factory, and then from the time 9 a.m. he reaches the factory, everything will be in live update. He takes the photos that he reached the factory in front of the gate, and that's the procedure we kept. And he take the photos and upload in the system. It goes automatically upload in the system, like saying that so and so QC reached factory at 9 a.m. in the morning, and at Ludhiana or Jaipur or Muradabad, and this is the factory name, and that mail goes along with the QC photos to customer and also the factory, and that's the live track which we have, so that it will get to know about. Okay, so I was thinking like related to the timings.
Yeah.
Have given some certain timings.
Yeah, we need to go a bit faster. Gail is saying what a lot of information. So yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, keep going. Let's start wrapping up. I think this is the last slide, right? Yeah. But this is important.
Yeah, this is important. Yeah, I just because of the timing, I was just a little bit rushing. Maybe next time when I get more time, I'll talk more. Okay. So that's the Q-Track system where the photos has been lively updated, even when the product photos and the defect photos, everything has been captured at the live time. So if it is 11 o'clock, one defect is coming, or maybe 12 o'clock, one defect is coming on the product during the inspections. It is been uploaded on the systems very much lively. So if the customer wants, if the customer is from Europe and he wants to see like what's happening in the factory at the live, because report comes on the next day, the detailed report, but customer wants to know like what's happening really in the factory, so you can go sign in the system and then see like what's happening in the factory, because those photos are lively updated on every moment.
So and the photos he can see customers can see photos live, right? Yeah, not anything live. Else, but just photographs.
Photographs live, yeah, photographs live. Okay. And then we were in the process to the next level related to the videos and all those things. We were in the pipeline to do it, Megla. So we are regularly updating the mobile app systems, which we are doing. And you can see that all the photos will be having like longitude and latitude in that photographs, so that the QC is actually on that location and is performing the inspection in that location. So we'll get, and with the timing we know like what timing what he is doing, so we can get to track all the systems on that. And next is about goals and targets. That is, we work on the same day report, and then we do the daily evaluations on the reports and all those things. So that covers the strengths and advantages of RSJ, Megla. Okay. So this comes for the slide of, so who is it for all these inspections and audit services? So it's for all the buyers who source from India, like e-commerce sellers, retailers, importers, and manufacturers, wholesalers, catalog companies, brand owners, buying office, trading company and agents and exporters. So these are all who can avail our service, and they can benefit like as how I had been informed before. So that's about, and coverage countries. As I said, India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan, we do have our own team. And China and Vietnam, we are working with the partner company at the moment. And these all 5 countries, we can do a very good work for you if you need any support in sourcing from these countries. Yes, Megla, yeah. And this is one of our team photo, which we recently went for some outing for resort in January 4, 2020. And the team which is sitting down, they are all like office support team, and then like who are all in the field, they were like sitting in the back side, and I'm in the corner, in the right side. So I think that's all, and that's my contact details. And so yeah, thank you, Megla.
Yeah, that was fantastic. That was such a lot of information. Do you want to take like a sip of water or something?
No, I'm just used to it, and because there are many informations to share, but I just cut down all the things so that I can be in time to complete it. That's why.
Kevin, you're muted.
You're muted.
Sorry, that's a good sign, Prasanna, that you know your business inside and out, the way you sort of presented that.
I do work in inspections for like in the field. Actually, I do personally the inspection for around like 15 years. So I know well about like what is happening in the factory. I visited more than like 600 factories all over India, Bangladesh, China, these places.
Right.
Yeah. I could tell in your enthusiasm.
So do you want to first tell people about the prices? Because Gail is also asking, what is the price for inspection? Let's talk about the price, and we have a couple of questions for you.
Yeah, the price what we do like in our for the final random inspection. For the inspection, if you take, that's like $225 what we charge, like $225. That's the price what we charge for the final random inspection, and that's like we charge on the per man day basis. Like we don't charge on the order value or number of pieces or something like that. It's like a per man day basis. We charge to the customers. And if you go for the simple factory audit, like it's a simple factory audit where to know about the basic aspects about the factories, it is $265. That's the cost what we provide.
So for the simple factory audit, do you also do documentation check or anything like that? Or is it just you send a person to the factory and they take photographs and that to make sure that the company is like a legitimate company and they make the product that they say they make?
We do check few document process on that. Like example, the business license. We check on the business license, and we check on the export license, whether they do have the export license, and we do check whether they are claiming any certifications. Example, like SA 8000 or ISO certifications. We do check on all those documents as well on the simple factory audit. But the basic document we do check.
So is 225 for any city in India, or is it for specific cities?
No, it's a basic. It's our base locations. The $225 is on our base locations. Like we have our base locations in India, 4 places. One is in Delhi NCR. That's like Noida, Gurgaon, and Delhi. That's our base locations. That's the cost 225 on that, and that will be added with the GST. Like GST will be 18% for that additional. And then Mumbai is our second base locations, where we can cover the Mumbai and around areas. And third base location is Bangalore. We do have our people stationed in Bangalore. So Bangalore is our third location. Fourth location is in Tirupur. So Tirupur is our other base locations. In these 4 base locations, we stationed our team. And if the inspections are coming in these locations, this is the cost. There is no any additional cost, like $225 and GST. GST is like 18%. And suppose in case Jaipur or Ludhiana or Moradabad, so that we need to travel over there. From Delhi, we need to travel to Jaipur. So that is a inspection cost 225, and then there is a travel cost, which is we need to go by train and come back, and then there will be a GST additional to that. So that's the cost how we follow. Megha.
And so with those standard checks, you would check like the barcoding and those things in that inspection. Do you do that as well as check the product?
Yes, Margaret. We do a very, very detailed work right from the quantity check. Like example, if it is a 10,000 pieces, we check the boxes and we select the random boxes and check inside how many pieces there in the one box, and we check the barcodes, shipping marks, and we check the tags. And we check on the product specifications, like its functionality, and then workmanship. If it is a textile product, if it is a stitching is done properly or not. And for the textile product, if it is a fabric, like we check on the fabric, is there any hole or stains or any color variations, like any difference in the color. And we check on the styling, like whether the CAD and the style matches or not. We check on those aspects. And we have a AQL standard. Like generally, many of the customers follows on general level 2 and critical 0, major 2.5, and minor 4.0. So this is the standard we follow. And if we take like for 10,000 pieces, we need to take a sample size of 200 pieces, and 200 pieces we need to check thoroughly on all the aspects. and give that how many major we got, how many minor we got, how many critical we got. If it is exceeding the defect, then we give a detailed report to the customer, and the customer can take look on that all those defects, and they can take a decision whether it to be, if it is going beyond the equal, they can request factory to rework on some of the very critical problems and sort out those goods out, and to send only the right product goods to them. So that's
so it's really not simple's probably not the right word. It sounds pretty comprehensive.
Yeah, it's very, very detailed work. And then the person who goes to this work, who goes to the factory, he stands in the factory more than like 6 to 9 hours. Like he or she goes at 9:30 a.m. in the factory, and then he or she completes like in the evening, like 6:30, 7, or sometimes it can go like 7:30, 8 p.m. in the night. And they do that's a very hard work they do. And then the photos they will be taking like more than 250, 300 photos. So we put like 100 photos, 150 or 150 photos in the report, but in the backup we'll be having so many photos. In case if customer wants any other photos to see, we will get it from our system and send those photos also to the customer. That's how we work in detail, Margaret.
Okay. Now, Prasanna, just with obviously India, a lot of the products are handmade. How do you sort of decide what point does it become a defect? Because obviously there's slight variations in a lot of the handmade products. What sort of measure, or how do you sort of class that?
What we do is like we do have certain documents and procedures and the defect classification list we have like product wise. So before we go to the inspections, we do have the document ready, prepared by an experts. We will, okay, it's a handmade product. So when the slab, like example, it's a handmade product in the product like rugs. So there can be a small slab can come on the product, or maybe color flies, which is like obviously to come on the handmade product. And so those color flies and slabs, when it is going for the bigger dimension, say like 4 centimeters and 5 centimeters in the dimension, then you take it as a major defect. Or if it is like less than 1 centimeter, or like less than 2 centimeter on those color flies, please take it like a minor, or sometimes for some product, don't consider as a defect. We have that checklist readily available, and then the QC has a experience because that QC might have done those type of products many times, and he can take a guidance and suggestions, and he can take the decisions in a very good way, so that he can make that findings in the report. In case sometimes if the QC has like a little doubt, or he could not take the decision, then he will be sending the photos to the senior who is like an quality manager and inspection manager who sits in office, and they are much experienced, like 15 years or 10 years more than experience than the QC, and they will be looking on that product, and they will give the guidance to the QC who is in the field on the same Margo.
Yeah, thanks. That's good.
Yeah, and Prasanna, we've sort of spoken to a few factories over time, and we sort of some Indian suppliers are a little bit hesitant sometimes to to do third-party inspections.
Yeah. I completely got understand Kevin on this question. Like, some of the suppliers are hesitant to do the third-party inspections. Okay, it's very good question. Let me explain over here, Kevin. Like one is, I can take one of the incident happened in our company, like in RSJ inspection. What I will explain through that, so that you'll get a good idea. So our company is in process of EFQM model. Like we are in implementation of EFQM, that is European Framework for Quality Model. So that's the framework we are implementing in our company so that we become more robust in our system and procedures and all those things. So we are implementing that. While we are implementing that, so EFQM says customer is someone who is getting useful by our service. So EFQM says this word. So we have implemented before 2 years back. Customer is someone who is getting useful from our service. And when we see that, apart from client, supply is also one of the customer for us. And we never thought, like before this EFQM came to 2 years back, we never thought factory is one of our customer who is getting useful and getting value addition from what we are doing. And as per the EFQM system, it requested us to do the survey with the clients and also with the suppliers. We did the survey, and when we did the survey, the customer satisfaction index, we call it as a CSA index, and that CSA index, when we came from the factory, it was like much lesser compared to the client. So client CSA index is good, and factory suppliers CSA index is very less. And when we found out, when we went into deeper and find out the root cause for that, we got to know like suppliers are little scared and hesitant, and they felt like third-party inspections company is not creating value for them. Instead, they're creating trouble for them. So when we went into that, that's what the insight we got through that survey. Then what we thought is we need to do something on this, because suppliers are more important and we need to give a equal importance like clients, and which was not the way how we treated before the 2 years back. And then we started to change our many structures in our company. Example, we changed our designation for our client support team to customer service executive. Before it was a client service executive, which we are giving only this service to the clients. That's what we are thinking, not to the factories, because client is paying for us. And we changed the basically the designation for them, so that they give the value to the factory also, whatever we are doing the service. And then we took an initiative by sending the detailed report. Like whenever we do the inspections in the factory, we do the draft report. We give the draft report to the factory. That is like a short report, maybe 2 or 3 pages, without any photos or anything. And after these initiatives, EFQM came into our company. We informed to all our clients saying that we are going to copy the detailed report also to the supplier, which is with 60, 70 pages of report with all the detailed photos, findings, remarks, so that the factory can analyze the report 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months time, analyze the report, and then they make the improvement plans, and then they can do it. Because the ultimate goal, when we think value addition for supplier, is improved quality, where the client also needs this improved quality and supplier also needs this improved quality. And what the value addition, what we are creating, that's what we thought. And we started to do this activity for the factories by sending all the detailed report to them. And also then we started an action called giving a detailed final meeting with the customer, with the factory. Like whenever we complete the inspection, let's say example 6 p.m. we are completing the inspection. So we have like a detailed analysis closing meeting with the factory. We call them, okay, please call from the finishing department, please call someone from the packing department, and then the quality managers. So our QC, who is like, we inform to our QE, have a very detailed and professional meeting with the supplier about the closing, and explain them what are all the defects or what are the problems you faced during this whole 7-8 hours of time of the inspection, the whole day, so that they can take a note and then they can take the corrective actions. So when we started to do this, the way the supplier looks on us and the value when we started to create to the supplier, and it is changing now. And it's like they already have that many of the concept, like third party is something like hindrance for them. They come and take out the defectives, and then so that can create a trouble for them. So those are all the aspects, notions that suppliers are having. However, we are in the process to change these aspects, and so that we treat supplier also as one of our customer, and then they also get value addition through our third-party inspection.
Do you think that a lot of suppliers are kind of resistant, or is it just maybe a small percentage?
It's there are like many aspects are there, Megla. Like there are suppliers. I could not say like it's more suppliers. There are few suppliers mainly because of their small scale industry. They are like very like few systems, and they're not much organized. and those type of small few suppliers, they are getting scared, like if we go for inspection, all the defects or maybe some quality problems can be highlighted, and that can create a problem for their order. So there are few suppliers on that, and there are many suppliers who are really good. They have like good systems, they are like much organized, and for those suppliers, any third party company goes, they doesn't feel anything.
They don't have
like,
an issue.
they don't have even the
But
office.
they're the sort of factories that we all want to deal with. We don't want to deal with problems. We don't need problems. We just,
Exactly. So Prasanna, I'm going to ask you a tough question, and this question always comes up whenever we talk about inspections, and anywhere in the world, actually. I mean, especially in Asia, I guess, China, Vietnam, Bangladesh, India. So like there's this issue of bribery in the inspection industry, right? So what are some of the steps that you take to prevent this from happening?
Yeah, yes, Megla. Yeah, it's an important question for any third-party inspection company. And I was thinking about this. Yeah, there will be a question on this. I just say Megla, the important, we do understand us, we being a third-party inspection company, any third-party inspection company, and for us, it's very important to give, and it's more critical to give more importance on this particular aspect, integrity part. Okay, and this all creates from the company's culture and company intention, like top management, what they think on this. And in our company, if you say we have a strong intention and culture where we need to follow the high ethics and high integrity and high culture in this related to this aspect. So as a step, what we took is during the hiring process, we have a career page in our website. It's everyone can go and access that. Even if you can go in our RSJQ, www.rsjq.com, we have a career page. In that, we have been clearly informed about our code of ethics and about our culture and about our integrity part in very detail, and whoever we are hiring. So they need to go through the document in very detail, and they need to align with that culture, ethics, and integrity policy. And once they are aligned, and once they are fully read that document and they know about our company culture, then we will be looking for the other skills and parameters. We do need the competent person. Before the competent person, we keep these are the very much important, highly parameter for hiring any person. And also in the hiring process, we do hire many freshers. We go to the engineering colleges. We have all over India, many colleges. We go to the hirings, more than 10 colleges, and we hire the freshers and we put them to very much detailed training. It's very extra miles they need to do on the training, around 6 to 9 months time. And in that training, we explain about the our company vision, our values in very detail, and then they completely fit into our culture. And once they get the aspect, and then once we have some of the examinations they need to go through it, and once they clear those things, and they will be qualified for doing this particular inspections. And if you see because any of the associate from our company, if you take, and we have that strong culture, they can take their own integrity decisions. Suppose if any client says, okay, so I got this many defects, you want to change the report. Even the customer calls, you want to change the report. And the QC, even the field staff who is working in the field, he will be saying, I can't do this. And even if the customer threatened, even the client threatened I'm not going to give more orders to you, and he will be feeling okay to say okay, if you're not giving order, it's fine for us. And we have that type of culture. We can't change even the report. The findings, whatever we got, it's going to be there. And that's the thing which we are following. And one example which I can say is, a few years back, there is a question arise from one of our associates. He's a field QE who is traveling to Ludhiana, Jaipur, Moradabad in the North India. And when he travels in the train, sometimes he was not getting the confirmed ticket because some inspections are very urgent. It comes like 5 p.m. and then we need to do it tomorrow. And that time we will not get the confirmed ticket in India, like most, because as we are like hugely populated. And so he will be taking a normal ticket, like it's a general ticket, and he goes to the train and then he talks to the TTR, like who's in the train, who manages the ticket. And when he was talking with the TTR, he used to ask like, I need like 500 rupees. If you give it, I'll give you a seat for you to sit. And that is something which is not in the invoice or in the bill. And there was a question raised to us why we are doing this. If we are practicing, as we being in integrity and we are following the culture in deeper way, we should have paid, because if we pay that, it can be like 10 times more costlier when we make an invoice bill from that TTR. And even for that, we took a decision. We should not give any money to the TTR without any bill. Even if it is going to cost 10 times, please pay that 10 times, get that invoice, pay that 10 times amount, and then you travel. It's fine for us. That's our culture, what we are following, Megla.
Right.
And we do have, I just, as I said, like, I just going to complete in few minutes. We do have like certain many other systems. Just like, as I said, like QTrack, that's an online app where nobody can do any manipulation in the system, because it's a live tracking. Whatever the defects you are taking and your reaching time, everything has been monitored. And if you want to audit that particular process, what the QC was doing in the factory, we can monitor at any point of time. And we have like integrity manager who monitors. And then about related the opening meeting, we have like a service condition form where we explain, say to the factory, like, this is the procedure. We will not be getting any gift and even the food or any travel from the factory. We manage everything on our own unless the client says to us. So those about the things we follow, Megla. That's a very detailed procedure we follow on that.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite good. I think this is a major issue in the industry, of course, and companies, I think, need to be aware of, buyers need to be aware of this. Okay, so Prasanna, that was such a lot of information, and I'm sure you'll get a lot of inquiries from our group. And of course, you are in our group as well, in the Facebook group. So if anybody has any requirements, they will definitely reach out to you, and we will tag you in the group as well. So yeah, guys watching, if you have any questions for Prasanna, although he's given such a lot of information, I think there's nobody has any questions. Gail's like got the drift. Yeah.
Got the drift. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so this is
it's just good to have someone in the group that now that we can sort of use with that level of experience, I think.
Yeah. And competitive prices too.
Absolutely,
yeah. That's important too. Yeah. Right. Okay, thank you so much, Prasanna, for your time today, and we will see you around.
Thank you all very much, and thank you, Megla, and thank you, Kevin, and thank you, Margaret, for giving the opportunity to talk with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasanna. Lovely.
Happy Diwali. Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali for you all.
Bye. Bye. Okay, wow, that was awesome. That was such a lot of information. So definitely contacting you soon. With Defo use. Yes. I think it's
I think for all of us that are sort of manufacturing in India, that's going to be a useful company for us all, I think.
Yeah, I think their prices are really reasonable, and I think they're so comprehensive. They've got such a good system. So, 150 photos. I haven't got time to look at 150 photos.
Prasanna knows the business inside out, doesn't
he? Yeah, looks like it.
He seems like he's got like an X-ray vision of every process.
Yeah, he's definitely an expert. Okay, so what we want to do now is just spend a couple of minutes talking about Diwali and just telling people about why Diwali is celebrated in India. So I've got a very short video that I want to play for you guys. I just found it on YouTube, but I'll also talk about Diwali. So Diwali is one of the major festivals celebrated in India. It's celebrated by mostly Hindus and some other religions such as Sikhs as well, but not by Muslims. So most of the people in India are either Hindus or Muslims. So this is a Hindu festival. That's important to note. And it's usually it usually falls in either October or November. It's based on the lunar calendar, so there's not one specific date that it falls on. And what happens during Diwali is that, okay, let me share this video with you first, and then I'll talk about it as well. Okay. Oh, wait. Wait, can you hear the sound? Probably not, right?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Oh, you could? Okay, just 1 second. Let me just make sure. Okay, there.
Around the world, people are lighting up the sky with fireworks and dressing up their homes with colorful decor and candles. It's Diwali, the festival of lights. The word Diwali was inspired from a Sanskrit word called Deepavali, which means rows of lit lamps. And that's why Diwali is known as the Festival of Lights. The 5-day festival is celebrated every fall by Hindus, Sikhs, Jains, and some Buddhists. Hindus celebrate Diwali to rejoice Lord Ram's return home after being exiled for 14 years and defeating a king known as Ravan. Jains celebrate the festival to mark the spiritual awakening of their lord, Mahavira. Sikhs celebrate Diwali to commemorate their spiritual leader Guru Har Govind's return to Amritsar, a city in northern India, after being imprisoned. And some Buddhists celebrate the festival to honor their emperor Ashoka's decision to follow a path of peace and converting to Buddhism, after witnessing a lot of killings. Although these 4 religions have different reasons for celebrating Diwali, what they all have in common is the concept of new beginnings, light over darkness, and good over evil. Diwali is celebrated with prayers, fireworks, candles lit inside of clay pots, rangolis, which are colored patterns drawn on the ground with colored rice or powder, and it's also a good reason to invite friends and family over for a big meal.
Oh, that looks nice. I'll have the meal.
Yeah. So there's food. There's a lot of food. But so Diwali is celebrated differently in different regions of India. So in North India, for example, there's more of gambling. Sometimes they gamble as well, and people buy a lot of new appliances and new jewelry, new clothes. It's really a time to buy and shop and give gifts to others as well. So Amazon, in fact, runs its biggest sale during this time. So this is the Christmas or Q4 for India, for Indian sellers or sellers who are selling in India. And in North India, it's celebrated slightly differently. In South India, it's celebrated a bit differently. They do their prayers in the morning, for example, whereas in North India, they do their prayers in the evenings. And also in East India, it's a bit different. They do a lot of, there's a 7-day period when they do prayers and pray to certain goddesses. So it's kind of different. However, the one thing that really is common among all Indians is that Diwali is celebrated for to sort of commemorate the good over evil, or the victory of good over evil, light over darkness. And so India is sort of a country that is very diverse, but at the same time there is a lot of unity as well. So when you do business with India, when you import products from India, it's not like you're dealing with one country. I mean, it is one country, but it's very diverse. So there is, unity in diversity. And so if you're dealing with a factory in the north of India, for example, it's slightly different from maybe dealing with a factory in South India. So we generally do talk about this, be aware of regional differences. And, this is something that I wanted to share with you, that Diwali is a major festival in India. It's celebrated by all Indians, by all Hindus, but it's celebrated slightly differently in different regions. And but the essence of Diwali is the same throughout the country.
So when is it actually? Which week is it? Do you know when it is?
So this year it's in November. November 19th is the day.
Oh, way.
Yeah,
okay.
November 19th. So it's coming up soon. And when are we getting invite, Meghla? When we can go to travel to India next. Whenever we can travel to India, that's when we get the invite.
Someone sent me a message before, Meghla. Right?
Yeah.
We can visit Singapore on from November the 6th or something.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, but the trouble is we can't come home. I think we've got to go into quarantine. We can go in without quarantine, but we can't come home without quarantine.
Oh, so you have to spend like 14 days in quarantine after you return, is it?
I think so, yeah. I think that's how it's going to work.
Yeah, that's no
We'll
fun.
have to move to Singapore. We'll have to move to Singapore for 6 months.
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, I mean, happy Diwali, everyone. I mean, whoever celebrates it.
Yes,
and Marg, Kevin, you guys look awesome. You have to take photos because we can't see, your entire dress. So you have to take photos after you finish, and you have to post them in the group.
That's if it doesn't fall apart when I stand up.
Yeah. Well, this has been fantastic.
Yeah, it's been a good show, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
I'm still in awe of a lot of the guys that come on the show. How everyone's just so full of information. Like the guys, Curio, they're just so obliging and just so proud of what they do and their products, and it's fantastic. And of course, I mean, what about AVASK? I mean, there's another one. What a great load of information for people. I mean, we haven't had anybody on the show like that before.
No, not at all.
The services. So I mean, perfect fit for those.
Well, I think everyone in Europe or UK is going to need that sort of service because it sounds so complex now that you wouldn't want to try it on your own.
Well,
exactly.
yeah, I mean, it's a big wide world out there, and a lot of people, want to sell in the different marketplaces, which is all well and good. But if you haven't got the plan quite right, you can get caught out, and it costs you a big lot of money. And we've heard some horror stories, Marg, haven't we, over the years?
Where people have got stuck with not paying the right VAT and get their inventory sort of stranded over there and all sorts of things. Yeah, so I think if you don't get it right, it can be dangerous. So it's well worth the investment of getting it done properly.
But like anything, you got to do it properly. Otherwise, what's the point of doing it?
Absolutely. And this ebook that they're giving to us, I mean, it's really good value. I've downloaded the ebook. It actually breaks down everything and gives you an overview of what are the changes and what you need to do. So it's a very handy document that I think everybody should get. And of course, in case you are interested in using their services, they are offering a 50% discount on VAT registration in certain countries. So once you download the ebook, you will automatically be eligible for that discount. So that's something to consider as well.
That's pretty
so
cool.
Gail, thank you so much for staying on until the end of the show. That is amazing. We've been going for 3 hours. So kudos to you, Gail. Yes, thank you so much. And I mean, this is the first time that we've done this live, for UK time. So we don't have our US friends here, but it's good to see see that we have our UK friends.
Some different people. Yeah, it's great.
It's great. Yeah, because the time for us guys is like 11:20 in the evening.
Yes.
For Marg. So forgive me, I'm looking a bit tired and ragged. It's been a long day.
So we're going to let you go, Kev, and then we're going to be back tomorrow for day 2. So we're back at 11 a.m. Singapore time, which is 2 p.m. for you guys in Melbourne. And hopefully we'll see Mark Wiggle on the show. We missed him today.
Yes, he'll be there. He'll come back tomorrow, I'm sure.
I love Mark's wit. He's always got something witty to say, hasn't he? He's very he's awesome.
Absolutely.
He would have had a ball today, wouldn't he? Sort of like some of the questions. He would have been firing questions in left, right, and centre today, wouldn't he?
Yeah. They had a good time. So UK 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. for you. Yeah. It was 8 p.m. when we started, right? For you guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It was. Yeah, I get confused now. So many time zones.
I know.
Oh, especially especially like sometimes, like this morning, Marg was talking to someone in New York, which I don't know what goddamn time it was there.
It was afternoon. It was 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon or something. Yeah.
And then you might sort of talk to someone on the, because Marg had a client or a student on the West Coast.
Yeah. So, I get sort of a bit time zoned out sometimes and go, God, what time is it now? Especially because I wanted to ring and speak to them this morning in America. So it was like 5 o'clock. Oh, God, what time is it now over there? But I think it was 6 o'clock was 5 o'clock. I think that's what it was. I get confused.
And then Marg gets up and watches Helium 10 with Bradley. He's got a new,
yeah.
They had a thing this week because of the I don't know. Well, look, there's a lot of rumours flying around at the moment, but you don't know what's sort of just talk or whatever. But the big news this week was that the follow up sort of all the emails.
What Amazon communication. So I got up at 5 o'clock and watched that one morning. So yeah, they're great. Yep, I agree. Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Lots of good information.
All in one tool.
Yeah.
Well, in case anyone wants a Helium 10 subscription, we have a discount. You can use the code India10 or India50.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Throw it in there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because I think with the diamond thing that Marg's doing now for the ads, that's been.
How's that going for you, Marg? Is that
really good? Yeah, no, my ACOS is still down. I've changed a couple of things around, but my ACOS is 20%. So I'm wrapped. It was 54% before I went on to the Helium 10 ads. So, and I mean, I'm not a huge PPC spender, but it's saving me a lot of money. I mean, having it, sort of a 20% ACOS instead of 54 is huge. So
yeah,
I'm very, and I'm not doing very much work because I'm lazy I hate PPC. So I just said auto, go auto, and it does what it wants. And I just, check it and make sure that I'm happy in case it's cancelled out one of my main keywords or something like that. You can see what it's changed. But yeah, no, I'm very happy with it. So I've got some new products I'll be launching in the next week. So I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted how they go with it too. Yeah. So,
but now is like the sort of funny time, isn't it, Marg, where it sort of goes a little bit sort of slack, and then
Well, I think there's just so much
Prime Day, then it gets a bit slack, and then it gets a bit weird, and then
but you've got elections, and you've got COVID, and you've got Q4, and you've
so
got
many things.
You name it. It's and the issues with the volume of products you can put into Amazon. So, I mean, it's a very messy time this year. So, if you can do well with your PPC and save money, it's great. When can we go to Singapore?
Sorry, guys, virtual. Well, we can go to Singapore. We can't actually leave Australia. Oh, is it?
Well, that's it.
It was just someone sent me a text before, and I just
all you guys are looking B1.
And I went, right, we go to Singapore.
It was Margie Eneva who told us we can go to Singapore.
Okay.
She's probably fallen asleep.
You guys look all Diwali. No one took their faces, and we don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah, who are you? Who are you, Facebook user?
Show your face.
Or type in your name.
Yeah. Marg, love you. I love your bindi.
Let's do solo layout for Marg. Ooh, look at that. Now we can see it. It's beautiful. I love your necklace, and the whole getup, and the sari is beautiful.
Well, do you know what? My necklace, I bought this about 30 years ago on my New Year's Eve in Melbourne. That's how long I've had it. I've got the bracelet, I've still got it all. I dug it out of the archives.
Yeah, it cost me a fortune.
It's Mano.
Oh, it's Mano.
Yes,
Hello, Mano. You're late, Mano.
So now I've got to walk around with a red thing on me. Now I'll have to take it off with some cream before I go to bed. Get rid of my
you have to take it off. Right.
I was going to give you guys one, but I didn't.
No, it's good fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've got another day tomorrow, ladies.
Yeah.
We'll see you in a few hours, Megla.
Yes, we'll see you soon. I have another webinar at 11:30 now. 11:30 p.m.
Oh my god! Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a short one.
Okay. See you
Seller
tomorrow.
app. Okay. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.